Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, everybody. This is going to be a beautiful day today. Yes, they said that we ain't gonna have no rain showers. The sun gonna be shining. It's gonna be beautiful weather. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka Althea McFarlane, aka AM Morning, the host of the Morning Mac Show. That's right. I'm in here today. I'm in this piece, So we're going to see what's going on in this judgment. So before I can get into the show, let me just bring on in, without further ado, my super producers, Grand Rising fellas. How y'all doing? Molly Moss, Big Trey. How y'all feeling today?
Oh, my bad. I thought I had a little bit more time. You always mention the book and shit first. My bad. What's up?
She ain't in the book 2 days in a row. I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit! Now
She
that's
forgot
fucking
about
terrible.
Lil Blue. What happened to Lil
What's
Blue?
popping this morning? I'm trying to get all my little devices plugged up and shit.
Nah, you
I
good.
usually had like 3-4 more minutes. Hold on. I'm all discombobulated and shit. Hold on. What's
What
up,
up?
though?
Read.
Hey, it's just another beautiful day. Little Blue making it do what it do. But I had to dip back and had to channel and bring some inner freakinisms out, out the past. I had to wake up some of some of them old ghosts, some of them old haunting feelings. So I had to go back in the day on you. That's why I got my back in the day hoodie on and everything. So we're gonna bring taking it back. So
You
I
got
ain't even noticed
Fubu.
that.
That's Fubu. Or that's Fila.
Yeah, that was fresh back then. We had the little V-Line tennis shoes, came up with it, So
Yeah,
I
when
said,
I went to school, you get Joan on for wearing Fila. So it was different times for us.
different
You get
times when they
different
first came out,
Fila.
everybody had to pay a fresh red or white felines with the little tag hanging down off the back. What? And the
Yeah.
shirts and the little sweatsuits. See, then it gets dated just like FUBU. When FUBU first came out, we all jumped on that. You know, everybody for us by us. Everybody wear it. And then the next generation, oh, you got on FUBU. Like what? Let's take it back now. Just like Adidas, shell top Adidas. Classic stuff like classic Reebok stuff. Look, when they first came out, everybody was all jumping on it. 10 years later, it's another commodity hot item out there. So I'm dressed for my time. So y'all say y'all want me to go back in time. So some another part of me, like Michael Jackson say, it's just another part of me. Let me make sure David Green got the link because his ass didn't have to work last night, but he might have had to work overtime with that skeezer that he had. I can't call it skeezer. What was another word that we called back then for tenderonis? A tenderoni for his little tenderoni that he had last night. So his honey dip, yeah, that he had with him last night, lurking in the shadows and stuff. And I'm thinking like, I'm seeing shit out the corner of my eye, because I'm like, my eyes. I know my eyes is messed up. But that's messed up when you see whole figures and in the shadow, and it scared me. I was like, I ain't gonna act like I'm scared, but I'm seeing, And then I'm glad somebody else said, and Trey said, there's a whole person back there. I'm like, woo. Now I know I wasn't tripping by myself. That's why I didn't say that. I was like, don't nobody see that, And I'm like, oh shit. And then when they said it, I was like, whoo, y'all just don't know how relieved I was. Because I thought I was really seeing some stuff. Because these eyes play tricks on you, especially because when they're not clear, and then you see people moving in the shadows and in the back, and David ass going to act like he frozen and shit. That move like, when Trey said, David, your background movie, you're not frozen.
Yeah, with your stupid ass. They all supposed to be frozen with your dumb ass. It was funny as shit, but nah. Whoever that is looking and creeping in the background, still moving. Everything's supposed to be stuck.
That was hilarious. I was
Did he
like,
get the link? Can y'all make sure y'all send him the link today? Because
I'm making sure I send it to him now.
All right.
Again.
Welcome in, David. Whenever you slide in this joint, I just added my Facebook to the StreamYard. I forgot. So hopefully people start rolling in here in a little bit.
I sent it to him. I sent it. Oh, and let me send him the other link too. David, get your ass up. I want in here.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't be saying, I didn't get the link. Nobody sent me the link. But David, we got it in the time stamped, time marked. Like I was sending a Slicky Woo Boo some music last night. He was like, you didn't send me no music. I said, well, it said delivered at 11:07, sir. He was like, you didn't send me nothing. And I'm like, okay. But I'm like, check it, give it a moment. It'll come. There you go. So David, we sent you the show 1, 2, it looked like 3 times, David. At 9:35, at 10:17, and again at 10:31. So David got the link, y'all. I'm looking at everything. David Green got the link. He got it. But I don't know. Like I said, it's Honey Dip. He might be doing something now. Because I want to get into the conversation, but I want to wait till the men get in the audience.
Where the ladies at too?
Where the ladies at? Yeah, where the ladies at? Where all my hens at? Where they at? So, and I don't. Phoenix haven't been here all week. I gotta check on Phoenix. She might be ripping and running. You know, she do 50 million things. She like Molly. She got so many shows she's associated with, and so many things that she doing. So I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. And let me let me send the link to Angela Wolf. I knew a female friend that we made last night through the podcast with LA Josh Preston and Shout About. I sent her the link to see if she would like to join us for today. Just a little variety, a little flavor, a little something, a little different. You know, that might help. But yeah, you know, this is an awesome book out called Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning that I keep telling everybody that they need to read it and get it and all that good stuff. This book. And if you get some Molly Moss Sea Moss, and unfortunately for me, I drank all my Molly Moss Sea Moss and started it on Misha Sea Moss. But see, she ain't came and got her shit yet. She don't want it. She want me to drink it. She wants me to drink it.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's more ready today. She'll be all right.
What you say?
It'll be more ready today, so she'll be all right.
Oh, okay. I need to get me some more today. See, I was, you know, drinking her extras, the one that you sent her, because she took so long. She don't get no extras. Extras is for the early comers. the new flavors is for the early comers. Those who get the treats and the snacks and all that. Those Johnny come latelys. Why we gonna reward them? They late on it. Get it to the people that's late, lined up at your door. Thank you. Come back again. Bing, bing, bing. You know, shoot. That's what I'm talking about. And I got some fresh watermelon too. I need to put in my lemonade. Huh? What? Yeah. Huh?
Good watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one.
This time I got it from John, and this one was sweeter because John had a sale on watermelons. A whole watermelon was $4.99. So I said, well, let me kind of cash in on that, because you ain't going to get a whole bunch of sales like that when they down like that. $5 for a watermelon. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah. And then a lot of times when they got sale, when you order online through Peapod and stuff, when you doing that kind of order, a lot of stuff they got be on sale, but they'll all say they sold out. So, and I kind of figured that from Memorial Day weekend, people might have been in the stores grabbing them up. But when you go into a store, this is a big ass crate right in the middle of the damn supermarket filled to the brim with the watermelons. So how come is when I order it online, they say it's sold out? Sold out of where? Just walk your ass from the back to the front and pick me up one. These daggone shoppers, it's the shoppers that be doing it. I went in the store, took a picture, and came back online and called them up. There's clearly watermelons. So can I get mine for $4.99, please? This just clearly. The thing they be doing, some of the stuff. And I remember I was down the aisle and I saw the shoppers, because, you know, they got a little different tag on and they got that cart and stuff, they shop for the people. And they all of them was congregated on aisle 6. I'm like, what y'all down here in the peanut butter and jelly aisle and the syrup aisle and stuff for, you know, because I was looking for some of that cookie butter, you know, where that's the
aisle 6. I never remember the aisle.
You know, because I gotta remember and look when I do the landscape, the land of a certain supermarket, so I can know where I need to go. It helps, especially when things get foggy stuff. I mean, I may have to have somebody that'll help me once I'm down the aisle so I can see actually, see.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this girl was down the soup aisle and I was looking for chicken noodle soup. It was over the winter time. And she was like, it's right there. So she pointing right there. I said, right where, because I couldn't
What's up,
distinguish
boo boo?
the can. So I had to ask her, hey, Slick came out. So I couldn't distinguish from the cans because I couldn't see the writing on the cans. And she's pointing, it's right there. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm a little visually impaired. Could you tell me exactly which can is the chicken noodle soup? Because I did that before, thought I was grabbing chicken noodle and grabbed something else. I thought I was grabbing a damn prime rib. I mean, really. And not prime rib, short ribs. And was grab neck bones. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? Because I said, oh, neck bones. I said, prime rib. Not prime rib. What was that stuff I just said? Short ribs. Short ribs was on sale for $7.99. But I said, oh. I said, oh, get me. I said, Terry, grab that. So I thought I had a $12 pack of short ribs. I'm chilling and laughing like, oh, shucks. Terry, we're going to do Sunday dinner. Take a short rib out, right? Misha coming over. Yeah, we have a short rib, right? It was damn it neck bones. And he said, Mom, ain't no short ribs in here. I said, it is too. It's right there. He said, you mean neck bones? I said, what? I think Slicky was laughing at me at that time. And he said, how your neck bones taste? How your short ribs taste? Look, I didn't know what to do. I put them in my Dutch oven. I did it just like I would do the short rib. And it didn't have much meat on it. It was just a lot of bone. And I didn't know what to do. I put my potatoes, carrots, and celery in the pot in the Dutch oven, just like I was going to do with the prime rib. It's cooking it roasted style. And I prime rib I short rib some neck bones. That's what I did. It wasn't hearty. It was like, where's the meat and stuff? But the vegetables was good. That was a meatless Sunday dinner. So, but it was good. So, with Mrs. Filbert's rolls and whatnot, so it was a good Sunday dinner. I said, you take that gravy and you stop them rolls up with that gravy, you be all right, you be full. Ain't he gonna miss the meat? Ain't he gonna miss it? But speaking of missing meat, and this is Freaky Friday, I was listening to some music and started reminiscing and started missing the meat in my life. And I said, self, why are you doing what you're doing? Well, remember, self, you made a promise to yourself. You said you was going to concentrate on this, and that, and then you was going to celebrate with some celebratory penis when you got
What's up, Josh?
To where you wanted to be. Hey. So you said you ain't made no milestones yet to be, celebrating. You can't even crack open one of your wines yet, let alone get the celebratory penis. So I got some stuff I got to work on before I can crack my wine open and get to my celebratory penis. Yes, because I said I'm going to do it, stay on task, stay focused, get some things done. I did one off the bucket list was to complete the book and finish it and get it out there for everybody. And if you're wondering what book I'm talking about all 5 installments of the book of Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. But instead of me releasing a book like the big old Bible, at the time my publisher said make it into volumes. Okay, and that's what I did, and I was only successful enough or gaining the funds enough to release the first book. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to release it all out there so y'all could get the full story versus the little books, and I think it was because of money. And I wasn't seeing the bigger picture. I was just trying to get my story out there, but I should have still did it at a bigger volume. At least I would have got the first, 3 books or whatever, instead of listening, because everybody's like, what happened next? I'm telling you, every volume it has the damn cliffhanger, it ends on something like, ah. So when you read the book, y'all gonna be like, damn, you know. So every chapter until you get to the end of it is like, woo. And then the ending chapter is like, it's a glorious occasion. It's really big, so it's really big and good. So, but at least doing it this way, I can stop and add and change the stories in some of the later years where other characters come into play, the adaptation, you know. But don't nobody know but the author what's in the book, what was supposed to be in the book, or what was in the book. So y'all get out here and get y'all copy, the first copy. This is the first volume. That will always be the most valuable one because this is the one that kicks everything off. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Yeah, it's a good book, y'all. And it's a cute little short story, you know. And I noticed that all the readers that had it, you know, I'm asking them, and you sipping your Molly Moss while you're reading the book, put it in some hot coffee and just sit there while you're reading the book with some hot chocolate, whatever, and it goes well. Or you could drink it cool, you know, while you laying or to cook out on the beach or whatever. You know, it's a vacation book where it's a short book. Sip your Molly Mosh. I can sit back on the beach and drink at the resort, wherever you are. But all of them said that they saw part of them, even the guys. They was like, oh, I can remember back in the, you know, and this is like a period piece. So people that's born back in the 70s, they see stuff that's familiar or can remember something. You know, if it's it's based back in the 70s, like I said. It's a period piece because it means it grows with you. It's going to go from your 70s, the 80s, to the 90s, to the 2000s, to present current day. So that's how that is. But they all say, yeah, it's a little something in there for them. There's a little something. So Grand Rising, let me send the link out to everybody. Grand Rising, I'm trying to. Because everybody's going to be like, what's the topic now? What's the topic? The topic is dick. That is the topic on the Morning Mac show today. The D. The D, the I, the C, the K. That's what this is going to be about today. You know, and I want the fellas to come in because I want to know about the fellas. Has any of them had blue balls? And if they had, because nobody could tell me exactly what blue balls is, they just hear about it. I guess the doctors could see it.
Hell yeah, and that shit hurt like a motherfucker too.
You had it?
Yep.
Oh damn, Trey.
That's when you get excited and you're that's when you get excited and you don't bust a nut. That's when your body think you about to release and it just that shit. It's like your balls fill up. It's really like your balls fill up, and that whole backed up turn is painful because it's like it swell. It feel like your nuts separating from the motherfucking urethra or whatever the fuck you call that shit. But that tube, it feel like I don't know. It hurts.
So how do you treat it? By just busting off?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it hurts. That's not a comfortable thing. It's like you about to get right to the finish line. Somebody say stop. It's like getting the highest peak of sexual satisfaction you can think of. Like you just you ready to let one go and you can't and you don't and it stop. So that's I don't know. Keep doing that and that shit fuck you up. It's like somebody kicking you in your nuts. It's like the same feeling.
Ooh. I don't have nuts, but I do have a JJ, and I've been kicked right in the middle of my cooch before, and that shit hurts.
Yeah, that motherfucker. It's not cool.
Not cool at all. No, it's not. When I was a little girl, got kicked there like and I was hurting for days, maybe even weeks down there. It was sore, it was bruised up, but that was from a kick though. But sexually, women, well, I don't know about all women, but my stuff throb and hurt sometimes. So, you be like, oh wow. And I didn't know, maybe it was from the lack of stimulation. Maybe it is from the lack of not releasing yourself. And then your body will release yourself anyway in your dreams at night. You'd be like, what was I dreaming about? It was like, what was I doing? Why my stuff hurt? What was I in a dream? You'd be like, what was that? And you have to check yourself other than being moist, like what was I dreaming about, So yeah, your body find a way to help you release all that good stuff. Molly Moore, what you think? Will your body help you find a way to do it in a wet dream? Because if you don't release,
No, I had wet dreams since I was a kid. That's teenage shit. If I get horny, I wanna get it in. Obviously, I'm with somebody who got me there. I ain't just sitting there and I'm just horny and I'm catching blue balls. Nah, you get blue balls when some girl get you aroused and then say, nah, that's the far as we can go. So a lot of people know where it come from. It's like somebody cooking dinner and you hungry and you watch them cook the whole time and now when the food ready, they say, nah, this for tomorrow or you can eat it another time. So, nah, that shit hurt. It feel like
your soul,
your stomach, all that shit. That shit be fucking with you, belly can stand. So yeah.
All right, I see Christy Bacon reacting to the Morning Mac show being live. That's what's up. Hopefully she stops in here for a second. I seen her. Hurt is an understatement, Slicky. It's painful. It's not even a joke. Like it's not even funny. Funny a woman wants to talk about blue balls. Exactly. I never really had a woman ask me about my blue balls, but neither here nor there.
Cause she giving them out.
That's what it is. Somebody probably complained to you about having blue balls after they done
giving them out.
Yeah, kissed down and all that stuff. And you like, nope.
No, nobody ever actually complained to me about blue balls.
They ain't gonna complain. If they got horny and you said no, that's blue balls.
That's blue balls.
They didn't even. They were like, well, okay. And then I guess it goes away. All
right, she did step in this joint. What's up, Christy? I see your little reaction to the Morning Mac show being live. Step in this joint. Talking freaky. She done brought up the subject of blue balls. That's what we on right now.
Bacon, you be having them guys out there with blue balls. Or is it right to leave a guy with blue balls? If you get him aroused, should you finish it off? I ain't saying he just get excited himself, but if y'all over there foreplaying, because that's what we was told it was called, remember? Foreplay is talking, hugging, kissing, texting, all that getting to the moment, and now it's the moment. What you be doing, Chris? You be shutting them down? It happens sometimes.
Let us know. I want to hear about some women offering some relief out this motherfucker. Not giving you the blue balls.
Send a link.
Get them kids out of there.
T-sexuality. He said Reese has T-sexuality. That's LA.
She's going out offering pain and whips and chains.
Pain is whips and chains.
Licky said, "Oh, you gotta give me something now." He said,
"Yeah,
shit,
hell
nah, you gotta finish. Cool. You start something, you gotta finish."
Yeah.
But maybe they don't want what you offering. What if you offer somebody?
Then don't even come over.
No.
Then don't.
You're not offering them no relief, but you offer them a method of relief, and they say no. Then what does that mean?
Now you flipped it. That means it's about the woman now. He hard, and now you saying you ain't got what to offer. Like, nah, you got him up, you get the job done.
Get it down. You got him up, you get it down. It's your job.
Are you willing to get it down? And they said, no, I don't want that.
She says it depends on the situation. She said that we're getting hot and heavy. Something awful must have happened to change my. So yeah, something real fucked up happened for you, or you just a fucked up person. If you just be like, nope,
something had to happen.
She said it depends. So what's an example of something you think would happen that would stop you from like getting, like continuing with somebody, Christy? They must have dropped their drawers in the smell. That could be enough reason. That could stop the show right there.
You better get her some white. She playing.
Yeah, I can stop the show.
She ain't ready. Nah, that's funny though.
Jerk off in your face.
She's saying that's what will have to happen. So basically, most times that's not happening. You gonna make sure he get his off, and you ain't gonna leave him. You ain't gonna leave your dude with no blue balls.
Yeah.
Nicky said he ain't going for it.
Jerk off in your face.
Yeah,
He
jerk
said
off
go
in
get
her
his
face.
some kind of way. I'm gonna use you for something.
Dang, Slicky said you gonna use him for the rag or the mop.
Yeah, come right. Gonna wipe it off on your nose.
Great.
Ew.
Shut him, Wolf.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Violence, non-violence. That's nasty. Well, sometimes women don't have to do anything, and the men get aroused. Sometimes just being in each other's presence, you get the other one aroused. Sometimes.
Yep. Sometimes you can be sitting in the house and wake up hard too. We talking about when a girl actually give you
actively. Yeah, she got you there, not
she
you
got
just
you
naturally.
there. I mean, how do it work for women? You horny and he just say, "Nah, I'm good." They act crazy. They get attitude, start tripping out, and then you find, I just need to have some. I need to get it. It's different. I don't know what y'all call it. I call it wilding out.
Yeah,
I was get mad. I used to kick a nigga out my bed. I'm like, oh, we ain't fucking tonight. Then what you in this bed for? I never forget. And my son opened the door. Damn, again? What did you do?
My ego host, I did.
Again? It was the point that I wanted it, and I was starving for it. And you're right. I got an attitude, got violent. Told him, go back where you come from, sneaking in here at night. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. What you come home and you can't give me nothing? You gave it to the sluts out there in the street, and you come home empty for me? I said, that's messed up. I said, what you need to do then?
Not empty for you.
Going out in the street.
Not coming home empty.
I was mad. Told him, I said,
he already done got it off. He didn't like what you was offering.
Yeah, he said, you know what? Fuck this.
He went and got in. So, and I put his ass right out my bed. Bye.
All right, start throwing shit at you. He said they start throwing shit at you and shit.
That was the younger.
Cause they still play with. They don't like that shit.
So I was upset. I'm in a relationship too, and you telling me no, you can't have none. Oh, why you tired and then you want to lay on your damn stomach and try to hide your dick and everything? I'm like, something up. Get on up out of this. No.
Show proof. Yeah. You keep asking for proof. One day you're gonna get it, Josh. Somebody. Christy Bacon show.
We already had a dream about LA. She said she's been waking up with these wet dreams. LA banana. All the top ropes and it's wrestling.
It wasn't no wet dream. Where did you get that from?
That was a big sandwich.
You said it was him and another guy.
It was no wet dream. There was
you just left that part out. You just told us it was a dream.
You didn't say you got wet behind it. You was just trying to make it a casual dream.
Niggas in a dream. What you dreaming about?
I'm saying you didn't admit it. I'm just saying
it was a dream about infidelity. You got your ex on one side and your husband on the other side.
Josh ain't your husband. That sounds like a three-way.
Or your ex.
Or your ex. It sounds like two dudes you fantasize being in the bed with at the same time.
But it was in the dream, no, because he was sitting out there talking to
How you know he was your husband in your dream? He LA in your dream. That's what he
said, but that's what they was talking to.
That's what he said. He said it was my husband in my dream.
Hey. The choice.
We gotta give him another name then in your dream. That nigga name ain't
Mr.
That's Preston. She talked to Preston.
Right.
She very Preston.
She said, "Hi, daddy."
See, you tell them the truth, and you tell them people, and then they don't believe you, and they say, "Show proof." So why am I telling you anything if you always I gotta say, "Show proof"? And when I tell you, you don't
proof, you can't show proof about a dream. It's just a dream that makes sense.
That you gonna hook up to a computer.
He asked me about back in the day, and I was telling the story about back in the day how my attitude was that jacked up, and I was like, "Get out my damn bed! If you ain't giving it."
He was talking about Chrissy Bacon. Reese, he said Chrissy Bacon show proof. He wasn't talking about you.
Oh well, why the hell? Y'all said Josh said show proof.
Yeah, we was talking
but
about.
we wasn't talking about you. We
We
reading
always
comments
talking about
actively
show
too.
proof.
Josh said show proof, Christy baby.
Yeah, she was talking about Christy, not you. My bad.
Women take women take being told no worse than men do. We're taught that we're gatekeepers. Men are used to being told no and having to accept it gracefully. Women think they are turned on. The better they get. Women think that the more, I guess, guys are turned on, the better
they get.
better
Okay.
the interaction gets.
The better they get it. Okay.
Yeah, but it's certain
If they
things y'all
better
can't
get
do.
it,
Y'all can't
women
be
think
licking our
when they.
necks and
Oh, she's saying
all
women
that.
think when they turned on, they better get it. Like if she turned on, then she better get it.
Okay. Better get it. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, it's different for y'all. Lies a bad thing.
I need it right now, but if a dude walking there, nah, right now I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow. I see. Shit,
now
man.
he done messed with somebody else. He must be cheating. He must be doing something.
No.
What y'all
It might be
just
different for some people. They might got healthy sexual relationships. So when they say, "Hey, I need it," she get over there and get it done. I don't know. But if a nigga touching blue balls, somebody ain't doing what they supposed to be doing.
Somebody not doing the job. You might need to get fired.
Let's see what you got first up, Riri.
Hey, baby, I got one for you. You got me, y'all.
Hey, babe. Hey. Well, I got one for you. Before our Bible study jumps off real quick. This should fit right into your category, you being a female. Why is it that women always close their eyes during sex?
Why do we close our eyes doing sex?
Yeah, why do you all close your eyes during sex?
Why do men bite their lips doing sex?
Answer the question. Don't ask a question.
Oh no.
Because even during sex, y'all don't want to see a man having a good time. Even doing sex, y'all don't want to see us have a good time.
That's not right.
All we want to do is have a good time.
And I thought, when I came across that, I was like, you know what? That's funny. And I had to start asking, why do we close our eyes with it? And it seemed like just like a natural thing to do, that you close your eyes to relish the moment or just go with the feeling and all of that. Or sometimes you might want to close your eyes from the person that you would and fantasize that you would another person that's doing all of that, because you're trying to concentrate and to get that nut.
A little bit of feedback.
I was in a situation. I'll tell y'all a little story, and this is funny. Back in the day, this is a younger version of me, so of course. But I was trying to concentrate.
I'm trying to nut. I ain't cutting you off, Reeds, but she made me laugh at her comment. She said, "That's for real." She said, "That's for real." Y'all be making some crazy fuck faces. I'm trying to nut. I don't want to see that. Yeah, y'all be trying to concentrate on that. I took it from the video. That last lady explaining. The last lady compared an analogy of orgasm for women to sneezing. And how you get that urge and it's right there, it's boiling up, and then you just lose it or dissipate. So I'm thinking women try and concentrate on getting this,
Yeah, I know I was, and it was so funny because my partner, my man at the time, I'm on top, and I got my eyes closed and I'm concentrating, trying to do what they told me. You go dollar, quarter, nickel, dime, I'm trying, doing
what?
all that. They said if you do, old wives tell you, listen to your girls in the group. Yeah, if you go, if you go dime, nickel, quarter, dollar, dime, nickel, quarter, dollar, you roll your hips, you get the come quick. It's a wives tale. So anyway, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing, and I'm I'm riding the hell out of him, and he's looking up at me like this, like. And I look down, I said, close your damn eyes. This ain't funny. This business. I got upset because I was concentrating. I was like, come on there. We trying to get stuff, get business going here. And you know what he did? He closed his eyes. And I don't know. He was watching. I had my eyes closed, concentrating. He was looking. He was, you know,
concentrating. What y'all concentrating on?
I'm concentrating on trying to get that feeling, that orgasm feeling.
So do it work? Miss, I only had one orgasm type in 28. Did it work? Why do
I
y'all
didn't say only one. The first one. Stop switching words around. Y'all just hit it.
Still terrible.
You always on a crybaby mode.
It ain't no crybaby mode.
You just think about it. 28 because you said I didn't know I had the orgasm. It took this one dude to get me there, so I'm trying to figure out why you had your eye closed. You said for orgasm, so I'm thinking like, oh, so you've been to a trick to get you there. I never heard that one, so I'm like, you close your eyes.
The girls, I never heard of it too.
It took a guy to get you there. I ain't know how to do it. I don't know how now.
Nickel down, $quarter for a back.
So that's a trick. So the girl closing her eyes. She thinking about
they just tell you how to throw it, and you do these moves or whatever. It's supposed to, you know, you're supposed to get to, you know.
I don't understand why y'all men can't get y'all there though.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah,
so like get to the when you was 28, that dude didn't make you orgasm or make you climax or whatever it was. You did it. If you mentally got your eyes closed and thinking of something else, is it the guy doing it? Or is it you?
When I got my first one, I didn't do nothing.
I'm saying first or anyone after that. Anyone after that, I'm saying, is it you doing it or is it them? You know, so that's why you always say that one guy, the only person that made you do it, because all the other time
I closed his eyes to. So it was the same one. I want that exact same, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to have. I was trying to say that's why it's just one person, but that don't mean you only did it one time.
Concentrate and keep the rhythm. Stop switching shit out. Yeah, but y'all be wanting niggas to hold a certain position and rhythm. You want him to finish or early, or you want him to stop and you know, little interviews. He can't hit your ass. He can't eat your pussy or nothing like that, and keep you warmed up. Keep you know, he can't suck on your titties and put his finger in your butt and all that shit at the same time. And you know, he can't do all those other things to keep it hot in between, because he probably gonna hit the finish line before you do if you keep wanting him to keep that rhythm. You can't ride the shit out of him for 20 minutes straight to get your first one. Nah, you be done wipe some shit out by then. It's hard enough to make myself come. Every girl's something. Let me see. It's hard enough to make myself come. Every girl's Konami cheat code is different unless she tells you. The chances you are randomly figuring it out is 1 in a million. Yeah, but I don't understand why y'all don't have the discussion. Like if I was into women, I would want to know like what I can do to please my woman like tenfold. Like I should be stimulating all parts of your body at the same time. I should be sucking. If you ride me, I should be sucking on them titties. I should be licking on your neck. I should be caressing you. I should be doing all these other things that's keeping you mentally there. Even if I gotta take a little break, shit, I've been fucking your ass about 25 minutes. Give me a little 5-minute interval, and then let me, you know, let me eat your pussy or some shit like that, and keep you, you know, I'm still looking at you, still connected with you, rubbing your hair, like I'm still, you know, my hands all over you, like I'm on your titties and shit. I'm doing all these things that I feel like, you know, but I feel like if y'all gotta concentrate and click your heels 3 times and squeeze and think real hard and all of that to get a nut, then what the fuck is the guy for?
That's the part I'm trying to figure out. I'm saying y'all got to think about, is this just because of the guy you with? Mm-hmm. Because if somebody you very attracted to, you shouldn't be have to think of the guy, you know? So it's like, is y'all thinking about the guy that you wish you was with? That's probably what it is. I don't know. For the girls who do that, because I don't know if all girls do that. I never really seen. I seen girl might close their eyes here and there. But, you know, niggas be like, look at me while I'm fucking you, shawty. Sorry. Hey, they looking at you crazy, but you know, you got a girl just laying there with her eyes closed and shit. What the fuck type sex is this? feel like I'm raping a bitch.
Yeah,
now.
like I'm taking
What's
it.
going on? Like, man, get into this shit. I need you to be moaning and
Yeah, like kicking and screaming and
I'm
shit. What
talking
happened
to
to the
you,
back
talking to
scratching and
me.
all that shit y'all used to do? What the fuck happened to all
They
that
be
shit?
getting into the music, thinking about the niggas singing the shit. Now
That
R. Kelly
shit.
in that motherfucking room. He crushing your girl whole time. That's why I don't listen to music. I knew y'all be thinking about her motherfucking shit. Nah, fuck that.
Ask
That's
David
weird.
Green.
I might went through. I just ain't know it when it happened though. But nah, that ain't happened a lot to me.
Let you
Anybody?
pass out and then finish myself off. But don't that take away from the fun? I mean, sometimes there is satisfaction in that. So put a motherfucker to sleep, and you can just be totally fine with getting yours because you know how to get where you going, but you know how to get them where they need to be. So I get how that can be all right, but that don't take away from the fun of it, Christy. If you ask, I'll tell. Usually guys don't ask. Oh shit, I want to know. Shit, I want to know what turns you on, like Joseph did. What's up, David?
Hey,
David,
what's up?
Reese
Ain't
was
nothing.
worried about you over here. She was worried.
You want to make sure you ain't have blue balls.
No, I didn't have blue balls.
You made it up.
I was watching videos and stuff and all, and fell right back to sleep.
What videos?
Yeah, like
It fell
No,
right back to sleep.
the videos I was sending in the chat.
Oh, those. Oh, no. I didn't know.
Videos, Jersey, I thought you telling something else.
Some of the other shit on the dark side of the web. I ain't know.
No, actually, it was
Bit snoring.
it was talking about like witchcraft and different stuff like that and stuff and all. And I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
My junk probably put me in a trance or something. I don't know what I was thinking about.
You got shadows over there walking around in the back.
Yeah,
Heard about that demonic twat though.
Yeah.
That witch twat. That shit had niggas that Badu shit. That niggas tripping, changing their outfits and who the thumb make her come 2 times before I do at least. Yeah, she gotta get hers. Like I don't understand.
Let her get
I
hers.
enjoy the moment. It's hard for me to come.
Erykah
But I take
Badu,
great satisfaction. My partner feeling amazing. All right.
Erykah Badu said in an interview that nobody can resist her. No man, no woman, or child.
I seen that.
Or animal or something like that or something. She said.
I
said, well, dang.
You diss her from what? Sex?
Not animals and shit.
No, she's talking about her aura. She's talking
like her
about
aura is supposed to be so alluring that she fools whatever it is.
I love that. I thought it's like, what the hell?
She's
gotta bring more details in that.
Yeah, because it's a little vague on a day like today. You gotta be specific.
She's the bewitched.
It's hard for me to become satisfied. My partner fell.
DJ Slicky said, "What's up to you, David?"
Oh, what's up? What's up, Slick?
Rule of thumb, make her come 2 times before I do. Yeah, I don't know. It should be
my girl Bacon.
It's like everybody need to have all the men need to have a meeting on how to make their women satisfied. Because a lot of women walk around closing their eyes, thinking about other men and other shit like that when y'all fucking, and I just don't understand. And I'm on the other side of the fence, and I don't get why y'all don't get y'all women. Honestly, some of y'all don't know what y'all doing.
They don't know what's happening.
Do you close your eyes when you intimate, or is your partner got their eyes closed when y'all intimate?
No.
I ain't close my eyes. I don't trust a nigga might walk in the room, backdoor me or something.
Yeah, rob your ass. She talking about close your eyes. Let me put a blindfold around you real quick.
Cuff you to the bed.
Did I hear that door unlock?
I want never with that.
I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and say that. You know what I mean? I always had dime pieces and everything like that. No, I mean those times where you know what I mean. I was
them buckshot joints.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, oh, come on, Janet. Oh, come on, Janet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shoot, I closed my eyes, the ears, nose, mouth.
So everything. Opening your eyes would have fucked up the moment because of who it was.
And
fucking moss.
You may call me messed up about this, but there was some where you know what I mean, I'll have porn on a junk and on the screen and have it on her back and junking on like
everything say that.
You know what I mean?
Oh man. Now to tell you
like, here, hold this. Yeah, okay. All right. You know what I
Bitches
mean?
that are ugly get fucked face down. That's what it be. You don't want to look at that bitch at all. That's what it be.
Shoot.
And then and you look at the mirror, he got his eyes closed.
No.
See, that's what I don't like either, Christy. I ain't telling nobody, oh, I'm reading Christy comment about faking her orgasm.
Yeah.
Like, well, all women, I guess, don't squirt either when they come. Like, every woman not a squirter, but you get supposed to get a little creamy or something, like, you know that. But you ain't supposed to fake it. That's just not. That shouldn't be fun to guys. Guys shouldn't be satisfied with being asleep and knocked out, and you ain't get yours. I just don't understand that part.
So good.
Not only it's not fun, but it's not educational. You know, I mean, you can't sit there and complain. My man can't get me off or whatever like that. No, when you're not. You know what I mean? Coaching them or something like that. If you're faking it in his head, he's like, yeah, I tore that junk up. No, so he's gonna do the same routine.
He gonna think he hitting it. He gonna think he on point.
Exactly. So
You sitting there laying getting fucked and not enjoying it. I don't understand.
So that's actually your fault. You know what I mean? Because, you know your body. You know what you like, whatever. So if he's not hitting the spot, you be like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be like a song, you know what I mean? To the left, to the right, you know what I mean? Now, you gotta, you know, sometimes you can't expect, you know what I mean? Not all guys are sexologists, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I need you to do this, I need you to do that.
It would work for the last girl. If it was getting her off. He gonna think and you doing the same thing. Whatever dude was getting you off, you assuming he supposed to do it the same way. Y'all don't know each other.
Yep.
But every pussy different though. Every pussy gonna have a different level of sensitivity. Some of them joints deeper, some of them joints more shallow. Some of them joints got fatter lips. Some of them joints ain't got no type of nothing, you know, on the way in. All pussies is different, so I would think y'all would all treat them different. Treat every woman like you know.
Pussy the same. Pussy the same. We don't care how thick and how long and
You said
that motherfucker the same hole. That shit ain't no different because one sensitive and one. No. You should better let slow down. You're a little too rough.
Communication is key, Scott said. He said you have to know her body, and to do that, you have to have a connection. At least that's me. Yeah, I don't see that's too much fucking without a connection too.
You're right,
Molly. You were somewhere right. You were talking about, you know what I mean, you know, pussy and stuff like that. You know, but the thing about the difference between a man sexually and a woman sexually is the mental or whatever. You know what I mean? Like if you know what I mean. You can hit the spot wherever and all, but if you know what I mean, if you're like, you know what I mean, like if you're like having sex with her mind, oh, she's going multiple times, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, and it rhymes, so you know it's true. $5, but yeah, so you know what I mean, that's the thing, you know what I mean. Like I said, you know what I mean, with the man is physical. It's just, you know what I mean, I didn't bust a nut or whatever like that. No, but with a woman, if you know, like I said, that's the reason why I'm opposite of you, Molly. That's why I have the music playing and stuff like that. No, I want her mind to be, you know what I mean, like in another place, wherever like that. You know what I mean? If I'm playing like R. Kelly or something like that, no, you know what I mean, picture, you know what I mean, got her picture her be on the beach or even her and R. Kelly. I don't care. But still,
that's still funny, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a sexologist. You know what I mean?
She said Christy said she'd rather boost their ego. And they'll never know. Like she'll let them get theirs and all that. She said, what she say about I enjoy the whole fireworks show, even if I don't get the grand finale. Every 4th of July is you go watch fireworks. It's a grand finale. That's when they pop all of them drinks. So they just let them all go. Yeah. They give you a little pew, pew, pew all throughout, but they're going to let them flood at the end. And we all know what happens at the end of a finale.
Yeah, she said she enjoyed the fireworks. She ain't got to have the grand finale. I mean, she ain't got to have that.
That ain't a woman that's hard. That's what's up though, because she's supportive. She said she want to boost her man ego. She found what he getting hers, but I just would wish that y'all women would aim to get y'all too. Y'all should both hit the finish line together, hold hands. Y'all running the laps together. I don't understand.
What's that name?
What if you have a itchy trigger finger? What if the gun pops off, like David said, to the left, to the left, to the right, then he finished. Then the dance is getting started.
Well, if that's your dude, y'all can work on that. Because
the first one out the way, go right back. That mean he probably came to. That mean you go right back. The second nut always take longer. I don't care what dude you is. If you somehow can't
age, it definitely depends on his age and his stamina. Age that comes into play too, because
second nut always take longer. And Stanley took 4 pumps. He got enough.
Kelly asking to pee on her.
That nigga ain't got him.
Come in. This she'll come, Josh. She get peed on.
It does depend, because a 20-year-old ain't gonna fuck like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old, or 65-year-old.
Oh wow!
The stamina comes into play.
Women or men?
I disagree with that.
You gotta speak for the women. Don't speak for the men.
Hell no. Speak for the women. You always speak for us.
Yeah,
speak for the women. Ask more questions. Don't speak for us, though.
I'm speaking to my situation where my older compadre doesn't have the stamina, and he said he can't help it.
Yeah, so you think he the only nigga out here, or all niggas his age ain't got stamina?
Ask him to pee on her.
I don't know all. I only speak to the situation.
That's what I'm saying. So you should say the guy you talk to.
My God, Israel.
You know, he ain't got stamina. It's some older dudes out here that got hella stamina that's in better shape than I am. That's 60 years old, still out here, that's having kids.
Shape, body and physique wise, he just have a problem with some men are premature.
And that's something different than he in shape. He got stamina. He just ain't. He can't hold. He a quickie. He a 1 minute nigga. That ain't gonna change if he need to find a way to get the round 2. If he can get the round 2,
he ain't never practice.
Or he ain't do it with Reese. I don't know no nigga ain't go right back. Like, even if you ain't a quickie, like you like shit, we can go again. That second one will take longer. We gonna go again. That third one gonna take even longer. The more you keep doing, the more take the nut the next
time. The longer the interval is gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
And y'all can't have a nigga all excited and you can't count the first nut. You can't never count the first nut with no man. If it's been all day, he ain't busting one off or nothing like that, or it's been all 2 weeks and you've been hyping him up with that tight pussy, whatever the fuck you trying to throw at him, whatever you saying so good or whatever pictures you sending him or whatever, and then you give it to him and he hit it and all he giving you is 15, 20 minutes, then you gotta get that first one out of the way. Maybe it's his fault too, because he should know. But you can't count that first one. And some of y'all pussy or head just might be bomb. Maybe your head bomb. Maybe your pussy bomb.
15, 20 minutes from this joker. That'll be a triumph. Shit.
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't have a refractory period. They stay up. It don't matter if you stay up. You stay ready for the next one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just young.
You think a girl that can't give head to her dude, you think he just gonna be like, fuck, I gotta take this bad head? He like, nope, do it like this. Come here, Charlie.
Spit on it a little bit. Like, work that tongue.
Watch this video, huh? Watch some of this porn or something. Like,
you be good. I was there through all the erectile dysfunctional methods, doing everything. But some things,
different ethnic backgrounds can be different experiences. White, Latino, Muslim. My God, Israeli.
Roll on, man. I ain't go outside of them.
I used to have a guy that had the pregame rub out first and get it out the way. Yeah, some guys do.
They be like, I'm about to cheat, bro. I'm about to get one out the way before I go down that motherfucker. I be like,
sometimes you do though. Especially if you know her pussy tight, her shit fire. She get bomb ass head. You gotta get one out the way because you know that one gonna come. All the hype gonna get you to the finish line before you want to. So you gotta get one out the way.
See.
Yeah, and don't get it
medical issue, medicine, person taking mental issues, they're going through it. There are all kinds of things that could be affect both positive and negative. I mean, but that ain't got shit to do with coming fast. Coming fast ain't no medical problem. That just means your ass ain't never practiced. Like, you ain't never practiced. You ain't never aged or nothing.
Right. And don't get confused when I state earlier or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can last hours and stuff like that. No, don't. I'm not saying that I never nut or whatever. So sometimes that would
It back.
and it would shock me. You know what I mean? If the female
That's
would get
factual,
upset.
Christy.
You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean.
Taking too long.
Right. And they're like, is my junk trash because you didn't nut? Girl, I nutted twice. Yes, I did. So you know what I mean? But I that's my technique or whatever. Like,
Top of the dick. Top of the dick. Squeeze that dick.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When I'm getting ready to go, I don't, you know what I mean? Like I see in movies, no. No.
Yeah.
I'm smooth with it. I'm smooth with it, no. And I'm like, oh shoot, or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean? At work, she don't know. You know what I mean? She don't know.
Not so smooth, David. That they don't even know
Right. And I still, you know what I mean? I you know what I mean? And still can
cut that circulation.
So to them, they're like, oh my goodness, is my junk trash because you it's been 2 hours and you haven't nutted stuff and all. Girl, I done nutted 2 or 3 times. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
You want me to show you evidence each time? Fucking talking about. I'll show you. Fucking talking about. Greetings, everybody. What's up, Ron?
Slowing down. What up, Ron? Y'all ever see a nigga slow down, stop? They let's switch positions. That mean he trying not to.
He
nut.
trying to last.
He's like, hold on, let me slow down.
Yeah.
Before that blast.
Go again.
Or sit there and start talking or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
smacking you on the butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just loving it. That's just seeing you shoot it up. You sucking dick and you bend over. Let me smack that ass because I see it. That ain't got nothing to do with trying to squeeze too hard and that shit come out red along with the white. Don't ask how I know.
Yeah, blood
squeeze too hard to come out red along with the white. What?
No, it sound like a blood vessel, bro.
Sound like an STD. I ain't never heard that.
Some people busting a blood vessel in the penis. But that's when they was wearing them cock rings. So sometimes the men will wear the cock
because you
rings
can't wear that motherfucker for too long. You can't wear it for no hours and hours.
Yeah.
Gooning and shit.
And they said it to keep them from busting off. And I was like, that's going to keep you from busting off. And I'm like,
yeah, because it cuts off.
It looks tight as a balloon. It looks scary. I'm like, no, it looks like it's going to break. It looks like it's
well,
gonna hurt
well, you also not supposed to wear nothing that's smaller than your size either. Try to get more out of it. You can't. Don't try to wake up a dead horse with the shit either. A lot of people try and manipulate their shit and it ain't supposed to be squeezing it to death. But it holds some of that blood flow in it. Shit, you get an extra 2 inches or something off them joints. For real. The joint balloon up, you get extra, But
mine used to vibrate or whatever. They got the vibrate.
I never could get with the joint that under your shit a little bit. And then the vibrate, the cock rings, that's cool. But I like them ball stretches. That's what I like. But them joints got them weight on and shit. Mm-hmm.
You put them on your balls to stretch your balls?
Yeah, you ain't stretching it trying to go them longer, but you got the rings that go around, like the rubber rings that go around your shit, and it's like put a space between your balls and your dick some more. So I have it like it's the tension is what it builds shit up a little bit more, makes things even more sensitive than they already are. So it's like keeping you on that fine line the whole time. Like you dancing teeter-tottering on that fine line the whole time. But it's all self-control.
Wow.
Yeah, but like going back to Christy's junk, you know what I mean?
Morning Wood. You stupid Christy.
Yeah,
that's the ball ring.
Christy's junk, you know what I mean? If you with the dude or whatever like that, and you know what I mean? You get yours too. You know what I mean?
He's training ones. What's up, Damien?
Yeah. You know, you gotta be like Michael Jackson. Don't stop till you get a nut. You know what I mean?
Don't stop till you get a nut. Keep on.
Yeah, keep on. You know what I mean?
Don't stop till you get a nut.
Shoot.
That's funny.
I'm dead. He said, Damien said I wear the training ones. Ronald said I wear a cock ring. Look at Chrissy said, y'all so lucky I don't have a dick. I be helicoptering everywhere. It
Oh,
takes
shit.
it takes a certain level of maturity to not do those things anymore, not do shit like that.
Whoa,
You know.
I don't hear about no, but you know, sometimes in that movie you hear that smack,
Slack,
smack.
slack, 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 slack. I entertain my damn self. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. Slap, 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 slap.
Oh, shoot.
Stupid.
I was so dead, man.
So that's
Like bat
David.
wings.
Go ahead with your story, David.
14 shoe.
What story?
What you was saying? You was
Oh no, it's finished. Now I was just saying, you know what I mean? You know what I
so
mean?
you close
Don't
your
sit there and
eyes,
be like,
get in the mood. You get into her mind to get her in the mood. Now,
right.
question. Now, if it's somebody that you care about, you get in their mind, or you try to get into the mind of every girl that you punish her.
See, the thing about me is I'm a competitor. You know what I mean? And anything I do, I try to win or achieve, you know what I mean, achieve a goal or whatever like that. No, so if I'm already talking to the chick and she be like, oh, nobody's got me off more than or nobody got me off, or nobody got me off more than 2 times or something like that. No, in my head, it's like game on. You know what I mean? Even if it is a ugly junk or whatever like that. Because
men do
like
the
I
same
said, that's
thing.
just
I ain't
mental.
never played with nobody sucking my dick.
That's just my mental. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? It came, you know what I mean, came this far, might as well just do it. But
A lot of people say that though for the reverse psychology in it, because that's gonna make you like, oh no, I'm gonna be the first one to do this. That's
exactly. Yeah.
That just be reverse psychology. That's the old play in the book.
And that works for men and women. It goes both ways, men and women.
Yeah, Slicky.
Psychology works.
Turtleneck sweater to block your, like bat wings, or a turtleneck sweater to block your asshole. A turtleneck sweater to block your asshole. Damien, what are you talking about? Like bat wings or a turtleneck sweater to block your asshole. Okay, I don't think I don't think how many times I read that I'll understand what you mean.
What was the question? He just said turtleneck.
He said like he was talking about cock rings at the time. Ronald was like he got one. Dickie said he had the training one, and he said like bat wings or a turtleneck sweater to block your asshole. I don't know. Scott said I wear a size 14 shoe. You know what that means, right? He said you have big feet. He said you have big feet. That's all.
That's a myth. It means absolutely nothing.
That means you kick hard.
Yeah, right.
maybe not. It just means he got a big foot.
That means you walk the walk. Oh, y'all nasty. I'll wait till somebody about to suck it, and I'll wait until somebody about to suck it, and when they keep it, and when they get their face right here, boot, I'm gonna flex and smack on right nose. Oh, you want to do shit that the men be doing? You want to slap some dick on somebody's face or something, and they tell you that on purpose to make you want to. And honestly, I do. I have 5E with size 14 foot. That's why I had to get custom boots for my skates. Oh, all right. He trying to say, yeah, all right.
That's just skates, but that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, you could tell by a dude's hands and the way his nail shape and shit look. You could tell like if it's like stubby or not. Like yeah.
I used to think that you could tell by the way a dude walk. They used to say,
there is a BDE walk.
You know,
if you walking like you're tripping over your dick, yeah, it's probably
like you walk like wide as shit. Then yeah, you walk down the street like lanky as shit. And yeah, you cross your legs and shit. I don't know. Cause I don't know about that.
I said that on stage one time, and and people just looked at me when I was in what was it? It was it was a white club and everything. And I said, anybody got problems tripping over their dick? And they were just like,
man.
But get him off stage. He's not funny. He's not funny.
Man.
He's talking preposterous. They don't trip over our dick.
Yeah, all that big dick shit cool.
He's just trying to get my wife.
Toilet water. Until you sit down and take a shit and your shit hit toilet water, then it ain't fun no more. And all that, all that shit ain't cute.
Well, you do a courtesy
problems
with
with
it, you know, and
yeah, go ahead and try to hide that motherfucker in church or something like. All right, or you don't want to get excited at. That's when it should be a problem. I hate big dicks. I'm only 5 feet tall. Where is that 12 inches gonna go? When I don't know, because in porn, something about them white women, they can take big ass dicks. I don't know what the fuck it is, but them white women be going on a challenge on who can get slammed out by the biggest dick that they see from whoever. I don't know what it is.
And I've seen it go in either hole. I was like,
and it be a whole, a whole smorgasbord, and y'all take the whole buffet.
The whole jump.
No, I don't know. Y'all be saying it's scientifically it's only supposed to be like 4.5, 5 inches deep, but it don't be on TV. I don't know if that's
ironically, it's the big chicks or whatever, like the bigger chicks or whatever. Know that you know what I mean? Like, oh, ow, that is no compared to
the skinny chick. That's because they deeper on the inside. Like all that mass on the outside that you don't have because you skinny and petite or whatever is made up on the inside. So it's like God said, I'm all right, I'm gonna make everything deeper then. I'm gonna make the inside, the internal parts, a mind cave that I'm gonna make you find the treasure in this joint. It's all on treasure all on the outside on a big woman, but the treasure's on the inside with a small woman. Trying to tell you. I do have a video that I was waiting for some more people to get in this joint, but I do got one for the 90s people, because I know some of y'all 90s and 80s babies and all that experience that shit. But that, I got one of them joints I want to ask questions about. So that's gonna be a whole panel discussion, whoever's on this joint, for whoever might have experienced that joint. So when we get to that point, I'm ready to get on that.
Well, we're halfway, so you can pull it up now.
You can. I mean, you can if you want to. It's in the private chat. Hopefully, it's loud enough because it's from TikTok. So I don't know if it's loud or whatever. If it's quiet, then we just can move on to another joint. But it's And I already had a little documentary, but I heard the documentary was some shit that it didn't really cover what happened and all that type of shit. So.
Okay, Molly, if you don't mind.
They had a documentary.
Yeah, they had a documentary came out on Hulu, but I was told I'm gonna watch it, but I was told the documentary didn't really get into shit. It talked about a little bit, but it didn't really get into shit.
Documentary on who?
Freaknik, 94.
Freaknik,
1994. Yes, sir. All them women out there. The shit on YouTube is better because it's people like that actually got their actual own recordings and shit like that. But the Hulu Hulu release didn't really get into all that. But the styles, the aesthetics, the women were just out there, just natural. Wasn't no fake asses, no fake titties. If your shit sagged, then it just sagged, and if you just, I don't know, it was just such a nostalgic looking time. Not just because of all the ass shaking and all that type of shit, but just because of how natural everything was. Wasn't everybody all focused on being cute. I mean, they was bad, but it just wasn't how it is now. You can never have a Freaknik now. 21 Savage tried to have one, but
people was like, because I was around that time and everything, and people was, talking about taking trips and everything, like something like the Muslims and all Mecca, like they was like, man, we have got to go there. We have got to go there. Now, this is like it was like a whole religion or something,
Yeah, I know.
Where were they trying to go? To the show?
Let's watch the video and that'll catch us up on where they was trying to
Georgia,
go.
right?
Anything
It's in
explains
Georgia.
why young people are so obsessed with the 90s. Freaknik was more than just a party. It was a cultural movement. What started as a spring break cookout for HBCU students in Atlanta turned into a party of mythical proportions. You see, the story of Freaknik can only be told through archival footage on camcorders because it wasn't covered by huge news outlets, at least not in a positive light. Freaknik was also a runway for creativity during a time when Black culture was just on the precipice of becoming mainstream. People came from all over the country showcasing their unique style. As we know, many of these looks that are now trendy were born out of Black nail salons, hair shops, and Freaknik wasn't just a party, it was actually a site for the exchange of subculture. Nowadays, young Black people romanticize the 90s because we're drawn to this sense of community and self-expression that does not exist in the same way today. In those pre-cell phone days, Freaknik attendees were able to express themselves without fear of public scrutiny that comes with today's surveillance culture. Now, we can't blame this entirely on social media culture. However, Freaknik would not be able to exist in its original form today. 21 Savage revived it in 2021, but it just didn't hit the same. It felt like everyone was performing and not just the artists. I think this overall sense of surveillance, along with the pressure to look good for social media, stifles the free-spirited energy that Freaknik was all about. And luckily, people who were young in the 90s got to experience it.
Now, I didn't think that I knew that the video when I watched it wasn't getting into it like I seen people get into it themselves on YouTube. They got plenty of 40-minute, hour and a half videos outside of the documentary. I'm talking about people with their own personal documentation on how it was, but that was a wild ass time. And it never shit that huge never, will happen in today's time without some type of racket. But I wanted to know if anybody had went. Anybody know about it? Anybody know anybody that went? Was it just something you heard about?
I heard they was having sex on the dance floor.
Yeah. What was that? What, Murray J, all of them, they was sucking dick on stage. Like, it was crazy, man. They was wilding out back then, but it was a place that they show off fashion. It was like a fashion show. Like, look what we got. This how we dress, where we from. This, I liked it, but them times people want to submit their footage. That Hulu was paying people to actually submit their footage to them, and some people they lawyers, they doctors, some people they business people now, so they wasn't releasing some of the footage because they want their kids and them to see them life. So it makes sense.
What about the patients or whatever? No, like Miss Johnson.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these women lawyers and y'all became doctors and practitioners and shit now. Y'all ain't trying. But I heard that it didn't really hit on. I'm gonna watch it because it was Jermaine Dupri and a few heavy hitters that producers and stuff like that released stuff about it. But shoot, I would love to live in that type of time for real.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if anybody went.
So they all smart. I would want to finish school if it was like that. Like, who wouldn't want to finish school when school's spirit like that? They all come from different places to hook up. Most times they don't be doing that. It's most competition. Like, this our homecoming, this day homecoming. Only time you see this doing like bike week or something like NBA All-Star, it'd be more like that.
Right now.
Yeah, I told you it was that.
It's like Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's what another video was comparing it to. It's some of them that get way more. I can't have it get as raunchy as some of y'all know what Freaknik, how raunchy it look and all that. I wasn't playing none of that shit, but that was just to see if I wanted to see if anybody knew about him. Y'all older than me, so I was born in '94, so I wasn't there able to go and see shit.
Like in the 70s, they talk about the Woodstock days, except for a big baby boom didn't come behind it like they did in the Free Love Day. These people in the Freakniks are smart enough to cover it up.
I want to see women go back to like that. I mean, the '90s aesthetic will always be gone because different things to consider now. People care about all this, like the lighting, their angles, and their makeup, and this being on point and all that type of shit. But I want to see women like go back to being natural like that. All the women there wasn't nothing's wrong with wigs in today's time, but there wasn't no wigs. Everybody had like beautiful, healthy hair, whether they got perms or not. It's like everybody was so natural. Everybody's skin was on point. You
Yeah.
ain't see no blemishes on nobody. Like everybody looked like they was having so much fun. Like, yeah, that was a lot of derogatory ass shaking, a lot of freaky shit. It was Freaknik. We all knew what Freaknik was, but
Yep.
There
you
was
know.
a lot of wigs. There was wigs, braid, weaves. There was some of everything back in the 90s. Back then. Yeah, it was.
I said all that, and you stuck on the wig and the weave and
No,
shit.
the way you said the hair, the natural. The only thing that was natural was their natural way they did or they acted, you know, because they wasn't scared of no cameras, so they could get wild and get freakier. That's about it. They could cut loose. They could get loose.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's what that part, and it was fun, and nobody was judging. You ain't worried about your parents seeing something because ain't nobody having no video.
Yeah.
So Quiet Boy, we turned out to you know, turned into a beast. Oh, that nigga ain't quiet. Oh, you know, stuff like that. And if he was there, the only people that knew about it was the people that was dead. So, and they, you know, secrets, a lot of stuff. You could have got with the fat chick. Didn't nobody care? She was getting a freak on. You know, you could have got with nobody cared. It wasn't nobody throwing shame or shade. It was a free time of cutting loose, kid having fun. And when I say fun, it was just fun.
I ain't mad at it.
Laughing and dancing, you know, it was a little loose. Now, when you video time, fast forward, everybody got a phone. Oh, you can't do that. They're gonna catch you with the phone. They're gonna catch you with the phone. It stopped people from really, you know, having a good time. And then it changed from a good time to showtime.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what, you know.
Yeah, like Trey was saying, that's
Yeah.
like now and everything, you know me when it was talking about the, you know,
Yep, I'm 31.
showing the footage and people being embarrassed and everything. That don't be crazy. You know, we have a nurse come in and be like, Mr. Charles, you got your hospital gown on wrong. He's like, no, I seen that video. It's the right way.
You can see
Show me what it used to do.
People are
Show me what it
judges
used to hit
and
on.
lawyers.
Playing Luke in the background.
Yeah.
These people, you know, it's
Too
a
loud
different
crew.
world. Back then, it was a different. Everybody was trying to get on. Oh, don't talk about the sororities and stuff and the fraternities. Man, they was all what, like school. Like, yeah, it was a different time. But now, all these people are doctors and lawyers and judges now. So, if you go in there and you see a freak off video with the judge, you be like, in your mind, like, this freak ass nigga, I know what he was doing. He was sucking titties under the bleachers, you know, he was doing
exactly.
This, you know,
that your judge be like, you know what my opinion is? No, you know what my opinion is? Don't stop, get it, bitch.
I would have
gonna take it to a recess.
She be having mental flashbacks and start twerking and jump.
Yeah, we're gonna take this to a recess.
When they call twerking, we've been doing that.
Fool myself.
Called shaking. When they said work the walls, working the trainer bull and all of them, they been twerking it. But we wasn't calling it twerking back then. We was calling it shaking because we stopped shaking and bouncing and making the ass bounce. So then now the twerking, I don't know when twerking came into play, but we were always doing that. Even in my grandmother days, they had a dance called Squeeze Your Knees, where the girl get low, she squeezed her knees together, toot her ass up. So I was like, they've been doing this stuff, you know, and
they've been twerking back in Africa. Yeah, there's been like National Geographic and I'm not joking.
They be walking
National Geographic and jumping. They be doing all that. No, yeah, I mean, like Diddy's just going all over the place and everything. Yeah, just
so we all had our Freaknik generation. Every generation had a
70s, 80s, man. The roller skating rinks were popping off, not sex wise, but fun wise. People coming together for just fun. Yeah, just fun this time. It was a whole bunch of other shit for Freaknik. It wasn't no just fun shit. There was a lot of fucking and tucking and baby making out there, motherfucker. A lot of baby mamas and baby daddies was created because of Freaknik. Shit, you done fucked somebody from across the country and got pregnant. Now what you gonna do? You don't know where that man live at. You don't know
But,
me in
but
Cali,
we more
Idaho.
responsible. We pulled out the Jimmy hats, the J, the I, the M, the Y. Look, New Edition told you it's Jimmy. They was more responsible because that was also time when AIDS was running like a badass child. The AIDS epidemic was really still out there. So we was protecting ourselves, practicing safe sex. It wasn't a baby boom like they did in the 70s. So it wasn't, we was having fun. And that's when it was okay for women to carry around condoms, different flavor condoms, like whatever you like, what color you want. And, you know, like back in TLC, she had a whole condom around their necks and stuff. So it was cool when the girl be like, what you trying to get into? When she pulled her thing out, her condom out, we wouldn't looked at this bitch a track or freak or whatever. It was like we about to have some fun. Girl,
I do miss the time that safe sex was cool though. Like I do miss that era where safe sex was a thing. Everybody wanted to rap about, you know, pull out a condom first before you get into it or something. Like a little, what happened to that? Now everybody want throat babies.
Yep.
Throat babies.
That's what it is now. But back in the day, you know, we carried condoms, but it wasn't shame too. Wasn't shame, you know. At least you practiced safe. Now they call it safe. They say, well, you can't get pregnant if you swallow it. Yeah, but you could get a lot of other still nasty STIs, even swallowing it. You can even get, you know, the gonorrhea of the mouth or other stuff. Because you got to be careful who you let put their mouth on your junk.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Shit. What's up, AQ?
You know, so but that was a good time. There was a time. It was a good days.
It's freaky deaky, cheeky deep. What? What's the fuck you say? It's freaky deaky, cheeky deep, creaky Friday. It's all that shit. The fuck you talking about?
You said deep creek, deep creaky.
So yep.
Hey, you just missed AQ. You just missed me bringing up Freaknik. I had a video that was a little brief video that was talking about the Freaknik era and all that stuff. And I don't know if you knew, but they had a Hulu documentary that came out. It was produced by like who was it? The one that messed with Janet Jackson and a couple of different producers.
Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri and a few other producers that was on that lineup. But Freaknik, that's what we was on just now before you popped in this joint.
And you just mentioned Janet Jackson. I watched her on the award show. I didn't watch all the award show because a lot of people I didn't get, but Janet Jackson still looked good. She didn't sound too good, but she still looked good and she did her thing. I was like, yay, Janet, go Janet. And so did Gwen Stefani. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, they're doing what they do 25 years. It was American Music Award, but they took it back to 2005 American Music Award when Gwen Stefani first got her first award 25 years ago. And then they had Janet, and they was giving them icon awards. Them ladies are in their 50, close to 60. Gwen Stefani, 55. Janet, 59? And they still look good. I'm like, oh, they was still looking good. I'm like, they're banging it to the bricks. So that's what I'm talking about. Shit.
Yeah, Janet
her award.
Janet turned 59 a couple weeks ago.
I'm just glad she got her award while she's still here. You know, I appreciate.
She got some nasty ass music too.
To Janet.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, she do.
Yeah. What was that album? Was
Black
it the
Velvet Rope? Not Black Velvet.
Yeah,
Velvet Rope album. Tie me up. Tie me up.
Yep.
Tie me down.
I said Janet.
Velvet Rope. Make you like what? I like Velvet Rope.
Said, who turned you out, Janet?
She said, "Tie it up." You know,
I saw Janet Jackson twice in concert, Rhythm Nation tour and the Janet tour. My God, it was amazing. What was the one when she was having people on the? She had motherfuckers on the cross and she was climbing up and down them and putting her pussy in their face and all that shit. When was that tour?
They wasn't on a cross. They was on a
I mean, it was like the medical table type thing, you know,
like
where it was stretched out. And, she riding them and putting her pussy in their face and that was the tour.
Down, they couldn't use their hands.
Mm-hmm. I love Gwen Stefani. Her song "Luxurious" is still my anthem. When she came out with that song, I felt that in my personal, on a personal level, I used to get out on my bath strutting to that. Yeah, the type of music that gets y'all like feeling sexy and feeling like
That's what I
ready
was
for a hot
feeling
date
last
or
night.
yeah for interaction. You said what?
I said that's what I was feeling last night. Like, it took me back. That's why I was all nostalgic. I was like, oh shit. I was watching them chicks perform. I'm like, yeah. See, I could get with that. See, nothing against the new stuff and the new style and Pussy Pink ass so brown, but it lose some of the grind, loses a lot of the sex appeal for me. I like the classy, the sexy stuff. You know.
Yeah, but Freaknik wasn't classy and sexy, so I'm just trying to understand why older folks be separating themselves from the freakiness, like y'all wasn't the blueprint for
But
the
it was
freak.
it was a time where
Yeah,
we
I
wilded
was,
out. It was a wilding out. But they did have some when the slow stuff come on. They did have sexy stuff and alluring. That's how Troop hit it. And back in the day, spread my wings
Y'all
and let
had
me lift
Uncle
you up
Luke,
and
y'all
down and
had
still
Trina, y'all had a whole bunch of nasty
H-Town.
bitches.
Yeah, but it was the time we balanced ours out. It wasn't all crash, 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 crash. It was up and down, up and down. Just like when you got turnover, don't stop, get it. You also had let me lick you up and down. You had somebody knocking the boots. You had it was a time where we did feel seductive at the concert, and then it was like, okay, crash out time. Doo Brown, Doo
Yeah.
Brown.
Well, now
So
that now it
it
done
wasn't
ran
it.
into present day, and
I
motherfuckers want
think
to
the
get slutted
difference.
out. They ain't trying to make love no more.
I
And
think the
that's all they
difference.
want to do. They don't.
I think the
Go
difference
ahead, David.
between. I think difference between then and now. You look like good example. When you mentioned Janet Jackson and everything and all. They had talent and presented the sexy. Now it seemed like they don't have the talent and they're trying to hide the talent with the sexy.
Good
Okay.
point.
Okay. Still long lineage of hoeing, sucking, fucking, and swallowing before we got to this nasty point. So let's not forget the timeline and dismiss it like all of a sudden it just got
It's
nasty.
no,
Hell
it
no.
always been nasty, but they did it hidden. A lot of the
Yeah, yeah,
nastiness. They
yeah.
they hid a lot of nasty. Like the parents, mom and dad was fucking and sucking dick, but they was like, oh, we don't talk about that in the house. Well, how'd you think you got here? Oh, don't talk about sex. It's shameless. Some people are shameless and they blameless. So some people
What's up,
they
Dre?
shame, you know. That's why they say, oh, that was the older me back then. Oh, yeah, they ran through me like Grand Central Station, but not anymore. Not anymore. And it's just people change, they get older and they look at their youth. Some people look at their youth as shame.
Get it sexy, get it sexy, get it. Ah,
Hey,
shit.
Josh said that the pearl necklace talk last night had Reese so horny.
No, it didn't have me
On
so
the, why was you like
horny.
that? You was hot and ready. You was Little
I
Caesars
know.
last night.
She's gonna sit there and get up and
It was
use that
actually
shower
hot.
head.
It was actually hot in here. It got hot in here. I got a little peak and a little warm. Temperature rose a little bit, and I stepped away to get something to eat because I felt my sugar was dropping. I felt funny. I had to put
Right.
something in my mouth quick.
What's up,
That's why
Phoenix?
I stepped away. That's why.
Hmm.
See, if y'all men didn't close your eyes, y'all would have, you know, y'all.
A lot of men be trying to get over what the fuck they see. They want to just bend a bitch over and get her done real quick so she
Well,
can
if
get the
they
fuck out with
ugly,
her
they can't
ugly
they hit
ass.
the doggy style. That's what I was told. They said that if they, got butterface, that they hit it from
What's up,
behind.
top of the morning?
Sometimes behind just and don't get it twisted. A lot of women want to get hit from behind. Like, yeah, we're gonna do a doggy style because I don't want to look at that nigga looking in my face.
Yeah, but when it's not an option is the problem. When he make you put your face down in that pillow so you don't look at your ass, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about when you got you chose. I'm talking about when that's the position you about to assume because you know that's where he gonna put you. Only that's the problem.
If
Yeah,
this
that's
party
the
like turn
problem.
around, messing my concentration.
Yeah, you fucking up my shit. Look down now. Shut up.
Shut up.
No,
What's up, Dre?
like I told
Nah, Dre,
that dude, shut up, close your eyes. This
nah,
Talk
is
to me mentally. I could.
and he closed his eyes. He just loved me. I loved him too. Because he knew I was crazy. I was batshit crazy.
Toot
He knew
that
I didn't
thing
have
up.
to
Ow. Toot that thing up. You all right now.
the Purple Rain tour. Wheezy, we in here.
Phoenix. Phoenix, why you
Hey,
ain't step your freaky ass in this joint? Let's see, come on. You
Right.
depriving us. You're depriving the niggas.
Again, freak.
1984 Purple
Let me
Rain
tell y'all
tour.
something. Lil Kim
That
song,
was
drugs,
good.
get my pussy wet, very wet. I'll deal with educated thugs, so I realized I was living and still doing some. She quoting Trina you quoting Trina and Lil Kim and all that. Yeah, y'all had y'all little freaky idols and shit. Y'all had what talking about? It was she talking about getting fucking a nigga on her period and all that shit and y'all talking about something. Oh, we was classy and all that. Shut the fuck up. Y'all was fucking and licking like everybody else was. Put that
No,
bomb pop in your
that part
pim.
never was said. That part never was said. We had a variety of it. We was doing a lot.
All right, well, change the industry.
Pony.
Change the music industry then. That's
That's what they did. They did change the music. Music
That thing
in the
up.
90s
y'all
was
want
not
to feel
like
so
now.
civilized.
The music in the
You
90s
talking about no gag
like
reflex and y'all try to act like where that
For,
come from then?
for
Since that was
one,
so together.
you're talking about the 90s was our era. 80s was my era.
Oh Lord, that's where the crack was at. You
Oh, y'all was lit.
ain't do no crack nothing, did you?
Smoking live on TV.
No, I'm not
I'd have probably
saying.
been feeling good too. I was on that
You might as
crack.
well jump, Sam. You might as well
That
jump.
dope
Yeah,
shit.
I was the 80s and the
That dope
90s.
shit.
I
No
was
crack,
I was
go and jump.
Yeah.
Born in the 80s, crack baby.
80s and 90s.
Where that heart ain't working. There you go. I'm on the road headed to NYC, Southside Jamaica, Queens to be exact. Same neighborhood as 50 Cent. No Kizzy, no cap. What's
Nigga,
up,
you heading home, nigga. That's heading home. That nigga heading home.
Mr.
Make sure-
Timberland? Yeah, where them boots at? Trey be saying where the paper bag at. This is right. Where the paper bag at?
Yeah,
Because I'm in the
yeah.
trap. I'm in the same. We don't
Night.
use regular bags. We use paper bags and shit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look
Where
back
the
at
shower from? I love getting hit from the back every night, but I'm gonna look back at you. Yeah, because if I can't look you in your face, I don't want dick tonight. Eat my pussy. I wrote my favorite songs by now. Shit, I ain't mad at that. I'm just saying y'all had a little influence too. It wasn't all cute the whole time. The fuck, I'm listening to the shit on my mama and my aunt CDs and shit in the car.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. I'm still in my Moo and Bonner tray, but I come in. Go ahead, slide your ass over here. You know them men in
voice
here like that
along.
Moo.
Come in with your voice.
You know they like that Moo. Come on, bring your ass up in the live stream. But Scarface, oh, there you go with that Jeezy Tupac shit. How many women getting hit the
I was
Tupac and
born
Jeezy?
in 82.
Throwing it
Great
up.
woman.
You was born in 82.
80s. Don't
Yes,
get
you
me wrong.
was.
80s
I'm
was
88. I'm an 88 baby.
80s
Yeah.
was 80s music was freaky, but it was hidden freaky.
It did have a. I know what you're talking about, though.
like Ready for the World. Ready for the World. Almost every
I like
song.
that New Jack Swing type of sound. Like everything on the New Jack City soundtrack. Like I like all that shit.
Yeah.
Especially the
Almost-
Sex You Up
like
joint. Sex Me Up.
Eddie Riley stuff.
Every time.
Almost every song from Ready for the World sound like an orgasm. Especially that song Tonight. It was like,
Yeah, that was the sex song. That's
Yes.
The
You better
Morris
fuck
Day
back
said
from the
Gigolo
bottom.
Get Lonely Too. That was another a sex song. And Computer Prince, Don't forget, not computer.
I told you they like that move.
The
Now y'all
beautiful
gonna make
one.
her change. Stop, Josh. You're gonna make her change out that
Oh, the
movie.
beautiful one.
Something else.
Oh yeah.
So you ain't
So
talking about it.
yeah, there was
It
a
had a
lot
seductive
of
sound, but
freakiness.
sensual.
I
You
want
need the
you.
combination of both.
Romance. In the 80s, there was a lot of you know, don't forget Lenny Williams. There was a lot of crying in
Oh
the
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
You want
And
me to
Yeah.
love you?
Alexandra
Damn.
O'Neal. There was the smooth ballad.
Till I
The
say
80s had a lot of the Luther, the smooth, Andre, Alexandra O'Neal. There's some
Andre
Don't
Brothers,
Disturb This Groove.
Between the Sheets.
Yeah.
Yes. I
You
like
know, man.
Joe. I want to know what turns you. That's my shit right
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yes. There was always some
Joe is in
rain
the
somewhere.
I like
It
to
always
know.
had rain.
I like
in
to
the
know.
video.
That's the early 2000s with the Joe.
Yeah, with Joe. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't care about the era.
No, it was
Fuck it.
90s.
I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was
talking about
90s.
sensual, music and stuff. But you know what they was talking about, but it sounded like
Sounded right.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. You know what I mean? He was like,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling
Oh
good. girl.
shit,
You need
Smokey
sexual
Robinson or
healing.
something. We can take it further back. I can go to any era. We can take it back as far as you
All
want to go.
eras had their music.
Mm-hmm.
All
y'all had that coke and all that shit back then, though. Y'all was really loving on
it
each
got
other.
older, it just got more graphic, more more
Mhm.
explicit. That's it.
Yep. Now it's Now 2025 is throw babies. Damn. Where the fuck the love? Where the love go? You straight to swallow. You ain't even try to act like you like the bitch.
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly. Shoot, you hear them songs back in the day, How Deep Is Your Love and junk. They're talking about, you know what I mean? Can you take his dick? You know what I mean? That's what you know what I mean? But it was so smooth and everything, though. How deep is your love? And you know what I mean? But,
Freddie Jackson.
Which one?
but in
The How
today's
Deep
version is
with
You Take
Roberta
His Dick.
Flack or
What's
the
the
one with
joint?
the Bee Gees? Which How Deep Is Your Love?
What's
Roberta got one and the Bee Gees got one.
Oh, I know. That joint they be playing in the grocery
the
store
one that
all the time.
Beyonce and them redid.
Emotions.
That was the thing. They were talking about sex. How deep
Emotions.
is your love?
Sing it louder. I can't hear shit. Sing it louder.
No, I'm thinking of the one that the Bee
Emotions
Gees.
taking me over.
No, How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees.
Wait till you see my.
And we living in a world of fools bringing us down, and we all should let us be. You and me. How
You
deep
said the
is your
same
love?
song as Destiny Child and
But Destiny, they never do.
Both of them did Emotions. They did Emotions.
I thought they redo.
Taking me over.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought they did both.
Well,
They thought they redid, but the Bee Gees still had How Deep Is Your Love, and Roberta Flack and them had How Deep Is Your Love.
I like Keith Washington and some people like that. What was the joint that what's the name of the joint that You Put a Move on My Heart? Who was that by? You know,
to me it did the remix.
Dogging me around, or the slow one. The slow one.
Yeah, the slow one. What? Which one is that? What song was that?
You want a remix of the remix?
Oh yeah. Because they did do that back in the day. They did remix the bitch like 6 times. So
this is the remix of the remix.
Yeah, that's another one. What AQ say? Oh, Phoenix said she in the back. My bad, Phoenix. I ain't Phoenix. Shout out to the Moo Moo.
Well, we got some music, Molly. I would like to.
Bad Weezy. I would
like to listen to a little bit of music. Can we go?
Like right now.
Right now.
Well, we talking about
that's
music.
that nasty. And Scott mentioned he was on the Purple Rain tour.
Oh, I didn't see that comment. I missed that comment.
Yeah.
He was on the Purple Rain tour. What?
Peaches and Herb. I seen that comment though.
Yeah, he said that. Yep.
Oh wow!
And to that lady in the back that didn't know who my name was.
Hey, Weezy said she's in the background.
I'm Rick James,
Oh,
bitch.
no, my
Phoenix is right here with your
Damn,
slow,
David. I've been back here laughing at
with your
y'all.
stupid
my bad.
ass. You already up here.
Hey, we
I
in the
saw
My bad. I was
the
having flashbacks when
in
I
the
was
back
in
He
the
of the
already
background for
with
said
a
20
what's
with a
some
up
minutes.
and all that shit. You talking about something? Oh,
we been getting hella comments. I can't even find. Oh, here you go. You see it right here.
did the same thing where she brought someone on stage, sat guy in the chair, put mic in between his legs, singing to the mic.
Yeah.
I was in the 5th row center, picked the guy 4th row, 2 seats to my left. It was Purple Rain Tour. Hell yeah. I would love to go to some concerts. Janet a little too up there now. Me one, she can't do some of the shit I want to see her do, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a good tour and shit.
It'd be a good.
But
I
shout
love
out to
that.
Sheila E. Purple Skyline. Oh,
That's Purple Skyline.
Shit, I still see Janet. She could be on a walking with a cane and everything and doing
She was
rumination,
sick.
and I still watch that junk.
She was still looking good. First she came out moving, I could tell, because she's older, so she ain't gonna be giving it like she used to. But she did her thing. I was like, get it, Janet, get it, because she was smooth with it. I was like, oh, God.
She's 59. Yeah. Shoot.
She had on the baggy jeans and the titty shoes. I'm like, I know that's right. So it was a beautiful.
So you got a particular song.
You sent the whole album. Yeah, you sent the whole album. I don't know which one you
You
want
got a
to
certain
play.
song you want to listen to out of them that you want people to check out for this type of vibe and conversation? Because I see some threesome and shit. I see some nasty terms. I ain't gonna pick it out for you.
Cloud 9, 3, night. All these guys did was
Midnight Flex.
and I think it's in the order. So is it 12 songs? No, it's
How
more
many
than
songs he got on there?
yeah. See, this sensitive as laptop. He got 14 songs on here.
Wow.
Okay, vibe check. Well, check it out.
Who
Purple Skyline.
Who is it?
Sly Ty. That's just Tyree. Her son.
Oh,
Let the audience pick which one y'all want us to play.
Yeah, out of the mix. I see Vibe Check. I see On the Low for number 12. Heart Me, Heart Emoji, number 13. I see
On the
Velvet
Low.
Horizon. Temporary Love, number 15. Tribe Anthem, number 16. Hell yeah.
On the low.
On the low.
On the low. I see Cloud 9, Cloud Surfing, Threesome.
On the
That's
low.
my vibe.
They got a song
Somebody
called
pick one of the
Threesome.
joint in the comments. Pick one of the songs and we're going to check it out. Give them a minute. Give them like 2 or 3 minutes. I want to see some.
Good talk to you, fucking damn Mets.
Put you on Keith Washington, Trey. Remember y'all song? I'm already hip. I remember.
Kid. Wash. I ain't hip to that one.
On the Funny Man Green on the left.
Yeah. He gonna comment like he wanted to dance.
Yeah, like a stupid ass. We dismissing that. We're not gonna listen to that one just because he.
Is that what you want to hear, David, on the low? I want to hear Threesome because that's a truffle. Let's hear both. Give a minute of both.
I see, David, why you want to hear on the low?
Because he always making moves on the low. Nasty ass.
You got a man, but you see me on the low. I got a girl, but I see you on the low. We got our reasons, we keep it on the low. And all of my homies, they keep it on the low. Yeah, why we making up? You keep coming back for more. I told you I don't wanna waste your time, but you said you don't mind. Okay, let's do one more time. You like me, but you won't admit it. Say
yeah, that's my song, AQ.
You know you did it.
Keith Washington.
You won't, but you know you will. So go ahead, keep it real. Yeah. You got a man, but you see me on the low. I got a girl, but I see you on the low. We got our reasons, we keep it on the low. And all of my homies, they keep it on the low. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. that's what it took to get you in the door. But once you stepped in, you wanted more. I told you once and now you want four. I know we should stop, but I'm bored. What can I say? You're the one I adore. I think you love me and it's a chore. But girl, you know what you're here for. If you got someone, you should leave them. If you got something, then you should keep it. But you don't got nothing to do. And I'm a little bit bored too, so we gon' keep it low. You got a man, but you see me on the low.
Okay, that's
I got
what
a
the
girl,
low
but I
is.
see you on the low.
Oh, that's
Yes,
nice.
I love Keep Watching It, Scott.
I want to hear Freezy.
They keep it on the low.
Not because I'm just thinking about China. You can play that in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That was on the low. David Green, you heard on the low. Can we listen to Threesome, Molly? I want to hear.
That was
what the
Funny
heck.
Man Green's request.
Oh, that was Funny Man Green request. Oh, that was FMG. Now you talk about third person, talking about himself in the third person. Okay, David. He said that was Funny Man Green request. That wasn't David Green's request. That was Funny Man's request.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's
Keep
up,
it on
Egyptian
the
Raw? I
low.
see you sliding in here. I ain't gonna call out your government, but what's up, boo?
It's Threesome.
She said you want a menage a trois, and I told her of course I do. I told her I got plenty girls, not enough time. She said it's funny, I got many girls, not enough guys. And that's when we started looking at each other with those eyes. She said bring one of your girls and I'll bring one of mine. I said you gotta twist my arm. She said not this time. She said but the two of you and me will be fun. I said you don't gotta twist my arm. She said not this time. She said but the two of you and me will be fun. She said you want a menage a trois, and I told her of course I do. She said you want a menage a trois, and I told her of course I do. I told her I got plenty girls, not enough time. She said it's funny, I got many girls, not enough guys. And that's when we started looking at each other with those eyes. She said bring one of your girls and I'll bring one of mine. I said you gotta twist my arm. She said not this time. She said but the two of you and me will be fun. I said you don't gotta twist my arm. She said not this time. She said but the two of you and me will be fun.
Okay. That was a threesome. All right. Anybody in the comments saying anything? Okay. So we got a chance to debut a couple of songs from the from his album. Okay. Okay. Keep it on the low. Nobody's saying nothing. It's just like a hush. Did y'all at least?
It kind of gave me a reset, honestly. You know, it was kind of getting me a reset. You know, it calmed down the vibe and I guess reset it. You know, because was listening to music. We stopped and listening to music, so just kind of gave it a reset, I guess.
No, I was more in awe.
In awe.
Yeah, because you know some people are like, oh, I want you to listen to my baby. Listen to my baby, and you'd be like, what the hell is this mess? But that junk was actually good. Like,
yep, good quality sound.
If I thought it was junk, I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't even.
If you said if you thought it was what?
Junk. He said this junk was kind of good. I'm like, if I thought it was junk,
Nah,
you don't
that's how he
see-
talk. He always say,
No,
"Come on,
that's
now,
just how I
this-
talk. Yeah.
You know he talk like that. Come on, bro.
So,
You know
but
he
I
say
don't.
in junk all the time. He don't
But it was
mean it
actually
junk.
good. But yeah, but I wouldn't have y'all listen to nothing that that I would be like, I don't
No,
like
nobody
that.
thought that. It's just music is going to reset the tone.
Yeah.
Everybody was actively talking, and now we listen to a vibe that has everybody quiet to listen. Now it resets the tone, so you just got to pick it back up after
Right.
you play something that calm everybody down. You can't
Okay.
change the mood and expect it to just be hype like, yeah, let's fuck that bitch. Like it's nothing. What do you think you're gonna get from
And there's some
calming
songs
the
on
mood
there.
down? You know.
There's some nasty songs on there talking about some fuck that bitch, flip that trick. I don't know.
So everybody just was listening to the vibe. Whoever's in the comments, I'd like for you to let me know how you like the vibe though. Like, what you thought the vibe was hitting on. If you thought it was yay or nay, or if you thought it was on point, what you got from it. I would like to hear some type of responses or whatever from the people that's in the comments right now. But I mean,
Gypsy Ray
it
said,
calmed the mood down with the music.
said she liked it.
Okay.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
It's a very mellow kind of neo soul vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't listen to the whole album, so I don't know what else is on there. But I didn't even know there was 14 tracks on there. Damn, that's a lot.
Look at Aquarius. Tear that pussy up. Really?
Tear that pussy up.
With that vibe, you could say the most raunchiest stuff and everything, though. But still, it's that vibe that you know what I mean. You can say, "Put my finger in your butt," you know what I mean, and you know what I mean. It's just that vibe that like the music and everything and all that. Just I don't know. That's like it goes back to what I was saying earlier. How music is like can just do something mentally. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got away with a lot of things back then, and I like the fact that y'all were naming the old songs. I'm one of those people who get aroused mentally. So if I talk to me and without somebody else hearing exactly what you're saying, I like stuff like that. So I like my music like that. I want to be able to hear it and be like, "Oh damn, he about to do what?"
Yeah. What's about to happen? What's about to happen? Shit.
So when it's out,
5 vibes and listen when I meditate.
Like that song "Freak Me Baby" when he said, "Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Let me play with your body, baby, make you real hot." He said, "Because I want to get freaky with you." Woo woo woo. That was
Yo, FMG with that butt shit. Here we go.
That was just
giving an example.
I don't control the audio or anything, AQ. I don't control like the whatever is pulled up.
Yeah, the name of that song. If y'all ever heard that.
If you haven't, AQ, listen to "Would You Mind" by Janet Jackson if you haven't already heard that joint. That's a crazy joint.
Yeah.
Let me move to Asia.
So there's a lot of ooh.
That bitch said, "Would you mind coming inside me?" That's crazy as fuck. Bitch.
And then Subliminal, there was a song from this group called Odyssey. I think it was the late 70s, maybe 79. It's called Inside Out. I stopped and listened to the words to that one day, and I was like, she said she wanted him so deep inside of her that he flipped her ass inside out. That's some fucking. That is some. When you listen to that, you think about that. That is some fucking. He gonna fuck you hard and he gonna flip you inside out.
Yeah, you know.
Like, wait a minute.
Good for it too.
What you say?
The Isley Brothers.
No, yes, Lord.
Well,
yes,
in between
yes,
the
ma'am.
sheet. Which one by the Isley Brothers? They got so many. Which one?
That's what I said. Putting those subliminals in their music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Get up in that thing.
and we all know Bobby Womack live with putting subliminals in his songs.
Yeah.
You know, so
Minnie Riperton. Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing more than some.
I know.
Oh, do you want to come inside my ride?
He was doing more than putting subliminals.
And Groove Theory
I like
redid that. come inside my ride. I'm like, ooh.
I gotta look up the name of that song now. It's Minnie Riperton.
Dude, he was sleeping with best friend wives and some more junk.
I think the
No,
song
not
is
just sleep
called.
with him, marrying him.
I think the song is called "Lazy Afternoon" by Minnie Riperton.
No, that's the one that slept with his wife's daughter.
Oh, you talking about Bobby Womack?
Yeah, Bobby Womack.
I
Ex-wife.
was gonna say, don't do that to Minnie Riperton. I was about to say.
When the
I
door.
love Minnie.
I'm gonna put my love in your eye so you can see me coming. I'm gonna put my love in your eye, all in your eye, so you can see it. Look at it.
I want you to see me coming.
Yeah.
Now, pray that's in the Lord John.
What you say?
I was saying that he took his friend's wife, married her, and then when the stepdaughter got older, he ended up fooling with the stepdaughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But what was Marley saying? Marley said, "Who what?"
Yeah, Josh comment.
And that music has a lot of.
Telling the I'd rather be with you. Hell yeah, I'd rather be with you. That's too bad.
I'd rather Boosie call and somebody said, "I'd rather be with you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my.
Boosie.
She was talking about Bobby Womack though.
Oh, that one. Oh.
Big nigga. What the fuck are you doing, Corey?
See, in my
Father be a rather be a nigga.
Used to be 8-9 minutes
rough
long.
ass shit. She didn't want no sensual nothing. She wanted that rough.
Yo, Scott, I love that song. That's not really a love making song. That's like an outpour of your love for somebody. I love that song.
What song?
Song for You by Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, songs used to be like 8-9
What's
minutes
the joint
long.
For All We Know? I think by Donny Hathaway. I think it's For
They
All We
told
Know.
stories.
I can't hear you and Trey at the same time. Talk at the same time. What you say? Trey said Donny Hathaway.
No, I ain't saying nothing important. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just saying. I said back in my time or whatever. No, songs were like 8-9 minutes long. They told stories. They told.
Get that list, Egyptian. Minnie Riperton, Loving You.
Like you was mentioning earlier, like Lenny Williams, whoever know, you know what I mean, when he had that breakdown or whatever like that, you know what I mean, like
when he lost love and found love again.
I played records till I couldn't hear him anymore.
And the song, I don't know y'all remember it, but it's called Please Be Very Gentle When I'm Loving You. He said, I'm in the days and I'm so confused. Girl, you just stop running. Sometimes this pain, it's by Frederick. I'll be gentle. Y'all look that one up. He said, I'm going to be gentle when I'm loving you, holding you, wanting to please you. When you're lying next to me, baby, you got me. Then he go, it sounded like he bust something. He said, calling your name. He said, but I'll be gentle. And she's saying, please be very gentle. That's a sex song. I was 16 when that joke came out. I was like, oh my goodness. Talking about and Making Love in the Rain with Janet Jackson and Herb Alford. That is a beautiful song too. When it just comes on. And it's so good that who redid it? SZA did it. Was that SZA that redid it? Or was that her? No, that was her.
What was the name of the song?
It's called Making Love in the Rain.
You said Janet Jackson did it?
Janet Jackson and Herb Alford. Yes.
No.
Look it up. Janet Jackson and Herb Alford. Janet and Herb's wife is singing it. Janet's on the Making Love in the Rain. I can't believe the joy it brings me. And then Herb redid it and did Damage to it. It's the same song that her song is Damage. They took that's the original was from Janet and Herb Alford. And she took it and redid it, and that's when y'all got Damaged. Are y'all thinking and like, huh? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm trying to think of the song.
Making love in the rain.
No, I know that.
I can't believe the joy. I'll put it on for you. But it's hers, damn it. Her redid it and called it Damage. The music.
Oh, make you do that. Oh, yeah.
That was That was Janet and Herb Alford back in the day. You said
Yeah,
it's
this
just a
woman's
little
work.
thing that means so much to me when our bodies together. I mean, that was beautiful. I thought, and making love in the rain and the sounds of the rain and the thunder,
No,
that's a good sex song. It helps set the mood. That song
Temptations
definitely.
haven't listened to. Yeah. Some of them old school songs really hit on one.
Making love in the rain.
Note 2. Have y'all ever heard Mellow Smooth by Maxwell?
I had to look it up. I'm pretty sure that I have though. There's no way that I haven't,
Smooth or mellow. Something. No, that's do a little something.
Fuck you geeked up about it. I didn't read nothing that funny.
LA said,
oh man. Here you go. Hold Joe to blow. Here you go.
What LA say, David?
He says you get it on the church sermons.
The church sermons.
Take me to the king.
Shut it up, LA.
Yeah.
Well, I get it on the church sermons, and that means you get it on to commercial jingles. How about that?
Yeah. BK, have it your way.
I love what you do to me.
I'm dead.
Shoot. That's got me reminiscing in my mind, thinking back a time when lonely love was always on your mind.
I got another joint in the private chat.
All right, baby.
Y'all ready for another video?
Y'all ready for this?
Ain't no rush behind it, but I'm just throwing it out there.
You too. Yeah, maybe
Best part of waking up is breakfast after nut.
Best part of waking up.
It's breakfast after nut. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going back to sleep after that. What you talking about?
After you
I get the itis.
Honey butter.
Yeah. I get the itis after
that. Yeah. Molly Mars, can we pull up the next video, baby? Wow. I'm going downtown. That's a sex song too, ain't it? That's the way to my love.
And that song I was I ain't get it till a couple years later. I was like, oh shit.
I know.
Another song that people don't know the meaning. SWV Rain or whatever. No, they're talking about somebody nutting on them.
Nutting on them.
They're talking about a facial.
Let your love just shower me, just rain down on me.
Yeah,
I did not know
I didn't know that. I used to be in the shower and I'm like, rain down on
Yeah, you want to get nutted on. Nasty little.
I was in the shower just
watching.
Red light special.
Tori Seward, he is funny, and that Joker is tall. That's gonna be my baby daddy. I will climb the hell out of that tree. I'll be up there.
Hey, Reese, you able to pull the video up from the from YouTube? Okay. I mean, from the comment section, the private chat.
Okay.
Cause he could have easily went to the store, went to the bathroom.
Oh,
or anything.
Okay.
He don't be glued to the screen because we've been on for a while.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get it going.
Who the fuck know how to touch up some tattoos? Let me be. Give me.
He dropped off the roadcaster so we can have them sound effects on the show and stuff now. So we better.
Oh yeah, I'm already hip now.
You say this video? I see.
Oh yeah, it's a YouTube joint. Yeah. Switch up the narrative a little bit. I said, "What the fuck?" When I say
I was saying, "Hey to Tori." I see him.
This type of video represents someone like David Funny Man Green because he's in this realm of people. So whenever the video does come up, David, you will probably see yourself in on an interview, It's not you, but it's you. So. Ah, shit. Golden showers, pretty much.
Behind that the men in the relationship is. I just know that, a lot of my listeners can't fathom the idea of, when we talk about like dating and porn and like people having open relationships or sleeping with other people. And I especially think the swinging thing, they think like, I would never allow my girlfriend or wife to have sex with another man. Like that's crazy. So emasculating, that's, disrespectful, whatever. So what do you think the mentality is for the men that request you to come have sex with their?
You know what I think it is, at least in the situations I was in, these were couples who were really engaged in making sure each other was happy, and whether it was the husband, the older husband, the younger wife, who just wanted to see their better half happy, having fun. And if, having sex with a guy, a well-endowed guy is what's making her happy, he's happy. So all those situations, I've never seen the one where it was like, no way. I'm sure they're out there, but the ones that I got involved with, it was all about just making their sex life, better, and they would. That's why I never had a problem with the. You mind if we record? No, go ahead, do your thing, because there would be couples that I would see again, and they'd say, "Man, we watch this video every night," you know, and I'm like, "Wow, really? Yeah, we check it out all the time, and she still loves it. I love it." So, and I've had so many experiences like that, So it was always a good thing. I mean, but I could definitely see how some guys would be. There's no way I'll have you having sex with another man, especially with me sitting there watching. Never. So I could see it, but I never really encountered that.
Yeah, I think it's, sexuality is one of those things that is so varied and so different for so many people. And I think that a lot of men fall into that trap of ownership, where they feel like their wife is almost like their property. And so, she can't be defiled by another man because she belongs to them. And that's just, my parents were swingers. So, and they are still together and, have 3 children and very healthy family relations. So, and I met so many swingers doing that show that I mentioned earlier, and just, my time in the industry. And I have found that a lot of times these couples have a really great sense of communication and care for each other that isn't necessarily present in other relationships because they're so open about making each other happy and even just talking about sex. So many people don't talk about sex.
Right.
Much less explore different ideas of what might make each other happy.
Yeah, I think if a lot of regular couples took a page out of the lifestyle handbook, I think they would benefit from it, because a lot of times, like you said, it's not really discussed that much. And the moment, somebody thinks the other half is up to something, it opens up a whole can of crazy, which is totally going on in the world nowadays. But I think that it would be advantageous for a lot of couples to because again, that openness, it goes a long way with relationships. So, you see so many people, their relationships end, and a lot of times it's fights over sex, or, a man cheating or a woman cheating. And, it's just so often boils down to just people not talking to each other about what they want. And then it kind of claws its way to the surface in some unhealthy way.
I feel like that shit right there twists the motherfucking narrative. You basically got your hand over your mouth and shit. That shit right there to me twists the motherfucking narrative, because that's when the men be actively seeking and letting these deviants out here, fuck on their wives and all that. So I want to twist the narrative. If I hear about the poly shit and the magic behind the man choosing, what other woman he gets to mess with, but what about when your woman want to get power driven? What the fuck you gonna do when this bitch decide that she want to have some other shit in play and she trying to get fucked by somebody else? How you gonna handle that?
it's mainly like you said, it's mainly the men that are sending the messages and everything like that. No, like in my situations, I had to interact with the, you know what I mean, with the man or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean, I had to send pictures and you know what I mean, pretty much like an interview or whatever like that. No, because like she said, it's all about policing her or whatever. And then he would take like you know, pictures and different things like that now and send it to her, and then we'll hit back and be like, oh yeah, are you available, you know, this day, this is this or whatever like that.
Not a schedule. Now I got
Yeah.
put on
Yeah,
the
you didn't
schedule.
feel no kind of way about a man saying
They older. You got to put somebody on the schedule.
No, because
Yeah, I mean,
because
You
her
knew it was-
pictures her pictures are presented first or whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean. At first, you're thinking you know what I mean. You're talking to her or whatever like that. No, but you know what I mean. It's like I just want to let you know that you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm the husband. This is this and then you know what I mean. It's I don't know. It's I guess when you think about it, it's kind of weird or whatever like that. No, but.
Is it like
I
a
said earlier,
fetish? Like it seemed like, I mean, well, no, it is a fetish. I'm not gonna act like I don't know what it
Did you
is.
get
But
paid to do it?
am I HIPAA? Am I
Did you say HIPAA?
yeah,
That's for the medical.
yeah, actually he did.
in my case or whatever, it was like I said, it was all about like one time there was a guy that was in the military. Remember that I told you a story never about sitting on the couch flipping channels or whatever like that. No, he was in the military and he couldn't perform anymore because you know what I mean, he got shot in different areas or whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean, he was all about pleasing his wife or whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean,
Right.
and so like I said, in a lot of cases, the man was unable to please whatever. No, but they, you know what I mean, was still together whatever got, and he, you know what I mean, was willing to, you know what I mean, to allow other people
Yeah,
to.
big ass compromise.
And there's also some that you know what I mean that like Diddy get off or whatever like that on watching, you know what I mean, watching or whatever. And like that
Yeah.
video said, some will say, yeah, I watched the video, or because you know what I mean, they will take videos and pictures and something like that. No.
Mm-hmm.
And the one weird case where the bad boy, thought he was Morgan Freeman, whatever, he was commentating, do the whole junk. Yeah, you like that big cock, and you know, yeah. It's like damn. But that's the one, you know what I mean, that's the one with the crazy story at the end. You know what I mean? He was like 70 some, she was like 50 some, but she was 50 some, but she looked like 30 some or whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean, I'm hitting from the back and everything, and I smack at that, bam. I said, "Ooh," and he was like, "Yeah, you like that, don't you? Woo, woo." And I went to the other side. And I was like, "You all right?" He was like, "I've got to tell you, she just got her hip replaced."
Oh my god! Yeah, she.
So it was.
She a trooper.
It's always the quiet ones. Always the quiet ones. They be sitting back there reminiscing.
That's
while
some
everybody
freaky
be
shit,
talking.
though.
And look
That's
at
some-
them. Look at
That's
them.
some next
David
level.
said reminiscing. David said that was just last week. What you talking about?
Look, he still reminiscing on last week.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I did that last night.
I mean, like, what was it? I think it was like a month ago or something when they was talking. What was they? Not FedEx. What site they was talking about? Start with an F. You think you said Michelle was on it?
Who was on? Who said?
No,
Who was
not
on it?
Friends. I think they said
Oh,
Michelle.
for fans only, for friends only.
No, not fans.
only?
No.
Fat Life.
FetLife, yeah. There's FetLife.
Okay.
There's Swingers, Swingers Only. There's
Hell yeah.
There's all kinds of
Michelle
junk.
Obama was on there. Is that who you talking
No,
about?
Michelle.
No,
Oh,
Michelle.
Michelle. Oh,
Yeah, the
Australia.
white Michelle.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. What I missed? Okay.
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. White girl
Yeah.
Michelle was on Fat Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
she for her fix.
There's all kinds of junk. You know what I mean? Some people's fetish is being in bondage and
Yeah.
being whipped, and I mean it's all kinds of junk. Just
Was there any
the
ever any race
one
play involved in that type of shit? That's
You
you
know, David probably done been called a nigga a
what
couple times.
yeah, nigger dick.
one club I went to, the guy brought his wife and his side piece.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She ain't
I love the
decided the wife
experience.
no.
Well, that was like Chout Bout. He got a main girl.
No,
and got
he
people
wasn't
on the side.
participating. He wasn't participating. He was watching everybody take turns on his wife and his and
Side piece.
you know,
Damn.
yeah. He said he's not worrying about it because he gets both of them later on. You know what I mean? Later on or whatever like that. Yeah.
Damn.
They was just having a party.
Yeah.
Damn.
Life
Diddy
is
party.
a highway.
And that was like
They definitely drove their
all
car.
night.
Rolled it all night long too.
That was an all nighter.
Just like
yeah.
the
So
song.
like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Starts at 10, I think.
I could
And there was a
participate in
bunch
stuff
of
like that
fucking.
because I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, for real.
It's hot in here. It's all
Okay, so
I'm thirsty.
I would watch. I'm a voyeur. I would watch.
You be the bartender
I
because
would
the
watch it.
bartender don't
Yeah, I'd be
participate. They
like,
gotta
y'all
keep serving them
thirsty?
drinks.
Look, I'm so nursing. Y'all thirsty? You need some water. Let me
You
wipe
set
that
the
shit off,
bar.
baby. Come on, hold on. Let me wipe that right there. Get this towel. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Come through with the fan for everybody. Let me fan y'all real quick. You know.
Give me a towel. Give me a towel.
Right, yeah. They need a
Look,
towel over
woo!
here.
He
in this
told your
area.
ass stop. Take this towel drink. Woo, girl. Said her. Woo! He told your
I
ass
would
stop.
I'm part of the
do that.
staff, okay?
Yup,
I
Shit.
would. I definitely would.
If you need me, I'll be at the front desk.
Yep.
Here, take this little buzzer. Just let me know.
Hey,
The thing is,
ma'am,
some
that's
of
enough
the
towels for
contestants,
today.
you can't get in. In some places that you can't get in, the men won't be able to come in unless they bring a female with them.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't. They
you
don't
gotta sign. You
allow.
gotta sign. You gotta sign a
got-
contract.
Yes,
You got.
some places.
Yeah.
I was going to go with my friend. He was like, "You don't have to do nothing. He just be my mustache so I can come in." And I was like, "Oh, you just want okay?" He said, "You can stay at the bar all night, drink." He said, "You can get in the lounge area." He said, "You don't have to go back."
You know why that
Back
is,
in.
though? You know why that is? I'm gonna
So
tell you
somebody
why.
will say rate. I don't know.
No, because they allow women to come in. They call them unicorns. If they're single women, they call them unicorns. They don't allow single men because most times they come in there and they're touching. They don't have the switch off, so they have to come in to switch.
Right.
If you come in there by yourself as a man, they're not gonna let you in because then you'll be trying to do stuff you ain't got no business or touching somebody else's property. Y'all haven't had that conversation. So a single woman can come in there because, of course, the men, she has to give permission,
Right.
and she's by herself. But a single man can't come because he don't have nobody to trade for. It's weird because it sounds like you trading food or like you bartering. You are bartering.
Goods and services.
Right.
But in this one, the woman has to give you your permission. If she say no, thank you, she can recline. Then you can't harass her enough. You gotta just move on. You can't care. So please, baby, please. I see your titties. They getting hard for me. Come on, girl. Come on. You can't. There's no harassment.
Like no.
But I'm not gonna lie. There are some cases where some people are too stingy or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean? Like they'll get with the junk and I guess fall in love with the junk or something. No, where you know what I mean? Like okay,
Man, Saber Hole, Captain Saber Hole.
Right, my turn. Oh nope. He done took
There's
it
always
somewhere.
one homie
Like,
in
Wait,
there.
I'm on that all night long. I'm gonna fuck this right all
Nigga,
night long.
all of us had her. What you mean you want
But
to see what her mind is about? What the fuck? Where her mind at? It's on dick. What the fuck you talking about?
Girl, you ain't gotta come to these clubs no more. I got you.
Right, I want to see what type of woman you are. You don't need these places. I almost did that with a strip hoe one time, though. I ain't gonna lie.
David said he was waiting for his turn. And the guy was like,
Yeah,
David said,
you
he
know,
said, okay, my turn.
Like I said, certain rooms, it's all kinds. Like I said, it's all kinds of rooms in them. You know, I mean, there's rooms where you could watch. There's rooms where you could join. There's room. I mean, you know, what I mean, there's
Take turns.
you know them like the junk you use for like hand sanitizer or something like that. No, it's a lube. You know what I mean? It's
Oh yeah, like it's a huge, huge bottle about this big, and then it's lube.
Yeah.
How much
Wow.
you need?
There's
Like a Diddy
unlimited
party.
Come here, girl.
unlimited drinks, food, drinks, food, condoms. I mean, it's like I said, it starts at like 10 o'clock, ends at like around 4 or 5 o'clock or something. Like,
Lord mercy, I know it
Nah,
smells
I be
nasty
ready
in that
to,
motherfucker by the time tonight. Who got to clean that shit up?
Right.
Who's
Oh
the
my
cleaning
God.
crew?
there's showers.
You get paid extra for
Now,
that?
let me ask you a question because I know hygiene
There's showers,
should be
bathrooms on it.
hygiene should be upon the top notch of it. Now, what if you have to stop to go to the bathroom? Are you supposed to wash before you rejoin the party?
Yeah, I mean, you should want to wipe up. Like, you know, a woman should want
There's
to pat that
bathrooms.
pussy. And
There's bathrooms in every
a
single
man should want to
bathroom.
wipe his shit off. If he peed or something, shake it all well and wipe it, clean. If your body clean, everything else clean. But if you got shit, you need to get or something like that. In general, you should get in the shower and like completely want to wash before rejoining anybody.
That's what I was getting at. That's what So David said that there's showers in every bathroom.
Yeah, there's showers in every bathroom.
Okay, that's good.
I hope so. You be all
right,
nasty, cummed up and stuff.
Oh my God,
came on and all that. You can't take no shower.
One guy used to he used to bring his wife, whatever, and all, and he liked to see people like beat her. And I mean, not beat her, but you know, what I mean, it was either like a
BDSM
paddle. It was either the paddle or like one of them was the flask, like the whip jump. Or whatever.
Oh, all right,
yeah.
Oh, okay, little punishment, little bad girl.
He was into that or whatever. And like I said, there was a mechanical bull. There was a mechanical bull with like a dildo
with the dick on it.
Yeah, with the remote. You know, what I mean, he would pass the different people that want to sit there.
Damn, that's some wild shit right there.
Yeah, that's too much for me, but I would watch.
I would though.
I would watch. I would watch.
It's still going on. Like I said, I get the invitations every week.
Oh wow, where is it happening?
All over.
Oh,
people even travel. So I was a part of a lifestyle group. And I don't even know how I end up getting in there because I'm not part of the lifestyle. No, for real, because I think somebody invited me and I went and I just never left because I was like, wow, this is interesting.
You said you never left Phoenix.
No, because
a museum.
It's interesting. Yeah, I'm just reading and like, wow. Oh, okay.
Reading the plaques on.
Look, you find out all the information. And so they travel. They have go to different cities.
Yep, you're right.
Do parties in different cities. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know
renting Airbnbs and shit. I've seen some travelers groups.
You got to have invite or you got to be put on the list. You know, you just can't come in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you, and like I said, when you come in, you have
on that list.
When you come in, you have to sign a contract.
You came in on the right part. You missed a little bit, Egyptian, but it's okay. We on mechanical bulls. That was David Funny Man Green bringing up that shit. About them, bull rides.
Yeah, it's a mechanical bull with a dildo and she takes a
I couldn't do that.
puts on the mouth, and then it's operated by a remote control or whatever like that. No, and different people take turns. You know what I mean?
Slamming you out with a remote.
On the control.
Right.
Yeah, you fucking her with a remote.
Look,
you use that whole machine.
I know to stay away.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay away
That's
from
better than ChatGPT.
837 J Street.
Okay, shit, for real though. What you talking about? Damn.
What kind of music do you play at them parties? What kind of music do they be playing, David?
There is no music. It's the music of
excitement and the crowd cheering and
they don't have any background because I thought they had like some type of background music.
No, nothing.
No. Oh no. You're right. Yeah, there. In the beginning, there's a there's a ballroom. There's a ballroom, whatever. No, where you know what I mean, like.
Probably
Okay,
play the
okay.
Dukes
So
of Hazzard music. and
okay,
shit.
so you park. Yeah,
Generally.
Yeah. Yeah, like you talking about. What's some balloons?
No, you park,
Oh,
knock on the door, open up the door. You know what I mean? They, you know what I mean, check you or whatever like that and everything. You know, then you know what I mean. You, like I said, you sign the contract. When you enter into the kitchen or whatever, like, you know what I mean. So you see the food, the drinks, everything like that. You know what I mean. They greet you, talk to you for a little bit, whatever. Then you go into the middle room. The middle room, you're right, is you know what I mean. There's lights and you know, different music or whatever like that. No, you there's like benches or whatever, no, where you could sit down and you know what I mean, you could interact with, you know, different people
interact.
or you know what I mean, you'd be like, yeah, I want to talk to her or this is this. I mean, it's then upstairs, there's all kinds of rooms. In the basement, there's all kinds of rooms. There's a dungeon room.
So who would you get to go with you, David? You talk about, so yeah, I want to talk to her.
When I first was introduced to that was a chick named Angel or whatever. That was our first date.
Wow.
That was a first date.
That was our first date. Yeah.
You still know her ass?
Yeah. I'm still cool with her.
Oh wow. That's what's up. Shit. I ain't
First
no
date. Let's go to a party.
First date. Wow.
That was our first date.
I never forget your ass.
Talking about asking the right questions.
Oh, the first time, talking about being spot on.
So did you try to pursue a relationship with her? Or y'all just kept it a friend?
Nah, we're just gonna be cool.
I saw how you were sucking Tommy off. No.
Yeah, he was over there sucking dick. He was too happy to do it too. Nah, we can't.
I saw how dare you was dicking you down. Get her, Danny, get her. Right. Or did you want to go first? Did you go first?
No,
was she a Scorpio, right?
No, you can, there is you know what I mean, private rooms or whatever like that. No, so you know what I mean, we watched it a little bit and everything, but it was just us in the private room or whatever. But
okay.
A week or two later, I went by myself, and then I became a regular member.
How did you go by yourself to be the female?
They pulled you into a subscription.
No, you don't.
Oh, that one you didn't need no female.
No. There's different prices. Everything changed now. Everything changed now. But singles, it was $30 a person. It was $30 a person or $50 a couple or something like that or something. So
that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck they do to keep it from being funky and nasty in there? How they keep it?
A lot of inflation, I tell you that much.
Oh
yeah. There's I mean, like I said, there's cleaning products and different things like that. I mean,
air spray.
Well, I didn't say nothing.
One fan.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go to the owner and you know what I mean.
I didn't say funky like you had to spray something. I'm just saying like, you know, just sweat and it's just everybody having sex and open and
as many times as I've been there, I don't remember it ever being funky.
No, it's so good. All them showers around there should be pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Everybody took breaks and just,
unless you take your stink butt. If you took stink butt with you.
Oh Lord, I don't want to turn something glorious into stinky and funky.
Evacuated.
No, I was just asking about cleanliness and how they keep everything in order. Because who the fuck want to clean that shit up?
I guess you sign waivers and about your.
I mean, just like Planet Fitness, you know what I mean? Once you're done using the equipment, you got to clean it up. I mean,
it's not,
you know.
You're not coming all over the gym equipment. Number one, nobody's squirting all over the gym equipment, all over the bench press.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you gotta clean up your own mess and everything.
Yeah,
you never take a purple light in them. I want to take one of them purple lights in their head and see what I see. Oh, what is that? Is that a stain right there? It's like, no.
Yeah, I won't say that. I won't say the
Yeah.
exact address, but yeah, it's in Hagerstown.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the
Is
one
that
where
Virginia,
my
right?
friend wanted to take me was in
Hagerstown,
Hagerstown
Maryland.
too.
That's
Oh, right where I'm at
Yep,
in
Hagerstown,
Maryland.
Yep.
Hagerstown out there.
Yeah.
And there's one I think in Gaithersburg. That's the one that I keep getting invited to with Kim Swallows or whatever. No, but I never went. I never went.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
What?
Yeah,
Hey.
Kim.
What? It's Kim Swallows.
What
Kim
Have you ever
Swallows.
been swallowed up by Kim?
That
With
sexual
with the glory holes and all that mess and everything.
Yes, Lord. I want to go one
the
day.
glory holes, but they don't know.
So how do you
what's
find
on the
this
other
shit? Do you
side.
just like Google up where to get, you know, where to get slurped up? Something. Where
No,
do you?
no.
Join a life.
They got them in Virginia too.
It's called a
like
lifestyle
I
group.
said, if you want different junk like FetLife and stuff like that, no, it's pretty much presented to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay. You find on
or
FetLife.
you know
That's
what I mean?
it. Yeah.
Swinger,
I like
swinger
getting
on.
streamlined straight to the stores. I ain't trying to figure out where to, you know. All
Well,
right,
I
okay.
almost signed up for a
Key
club called
terminology.
Diamonds and Pearls, and I didn't know. I thought it was like a motorcycle group.
That sounds like some Prince shit.
No, it was Diamonds and Pearls, but that was a FetLife group.
Some Purple Rain and shit.
And I was told, you know, because one of my sister's friends was like, my sister's like, this not the group for my sister.
Too hard.
Because they was like, oh, Reese, why don't you sign up in the group? My sister, this not for her. She's like, she can't do that. That's not. I was like, but what y'all do in the group?
I'm gonna tell my Egyptian. I'm gonna tell Molly to do that. If you think you tell me, but you gotta tell me what parts you think need to be highlights and shit for like reels and stuff like that, and then it can be. I'm sure it can get done. She a porn star, Kim Swallows. I thought I heard the name before Kim. I think it was David that mentioned Kim Swallows like a long time ago on Freaky Friday. I think
I was messing with him. I know who she was. I was just saying, what does she?
Swallow. Have you ever been swallowed up by Kim?
They have, you know what I mean? Like I said, they have like different days. You know what I mean? Like not different days, but the day is Saturdays. It's every Saturday night, and one night can be
hell yeah.
What is it? It's the sexual junk and all about the brain or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about? They're like real smart people or something.
What? Like, I need to get a little detail. You come on now.
Attracted like that? Only attracted to intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, sapiosexuals. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
You said only attracted to intelligent people?
When you get the email and it'll say, you know what I mean? It'll say that, and you're like, you know what I mean? If you want, you know what I mean, your brain stimulated, and that this is this.
Yeah.
Next night could be trainees. Next Saturday could be, you know what I mean? Like it tells you like different. Yeah.
What about? I'm confused on the brain. What about the brain?
The people like intellectual people, they smart people.
Yeah, they get off. Yeah, they get off on. Yeah,
smartness.
What's 5 times 2? What's 24 times 8? What the fuck are you talking about? Can somebody explain a little more? Because I'm still confused.
I really can't explain it because
but
I didn't know that one.
When you turned on about smart people, like the nerdy, the geeky kind, this stuff for everybody. So
I need an example. I know a lot of smart people. I'm just, what do you say something and be like, oh, I know the root of fucking 58.
What it is, it's like you're
intelligent conversation.
Someone.
Look, okay, so this one says Jigsaw's Naughty Playhouse. One hole, one glory hole wall, light food provided. Kim Swallows, and then this one says annual throat giving. Last event at this location, glory hole. That is the same thing. Mary. This one was on Christmas. It was Mary Merry and misbehaved lifestyle. Christmas has never been naughtier. The Red Book 69. Kim Swallow
Okay.
Media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I still don't know what the fuck you mean by smart people. Like I know a lot of smart people. I'm not just gonna like. I don't understand. I'm still trying to get the smart people thing. I'm in a room with somebody that's smart. I'm gonna swallow them. I just don't understand what you mean by like what smart. How are they displaying their smartness in a way that turns people on? I get being attracted to intelligence, but I'm trying to understand okay, I'm gonna eat her pussy because she's smart. I just
But that goes. So sapiosexual is a person who is sexually attracted to highly intelligent people, so much so that they consider it to be part of the most important trait in the partner. It is relatively new word that has become more popular. So basically, what they will probably do is, like Reese said, have some like very intelligent people. You can have a conversation with them. That conversation will turn you on so much so you want to sleep with them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, Kim Swallows is far from ugly.
Ugly people.
if you thought Angela Wolf was
I'm gonna look
bad,
her up
Like
now.
professors, like
if you thought Angela Wolf was bad,
whatever,
Let me see. Kim Swallows. Let me see.
And what's wrong with
They said Kim Swallows is ugly.
What's
is
wrong?
that what Josh said?
People, David.
No, he said he's an ugly people night.
Yeah, he said maybe you can have they can have an ugly people night. Not unattractive.
Oh,
she's not top tier, but she's not ugly either. She's like she can suck good dick, like her pussy good, but she don't look. She don't look. She not no top model or no shit. You ain't about to
no, I'm
drop
not
no
saying
big
I'm talking
diamond
about
and
body
shit.
wise.
Is she a white girl?
Yeah. White chick. I think blonde hair, but her like
she like a lot of starch. That's cool. But I'm trying to understand why she like you shouting out Kim Swallow like she just
David, she turned David on. He was like, she like, shoot. I'm like,
sure. I was getting ready to drive there.
What you think you get ready to drive there now, David?
No, I said I was getting ready to drive there. I was going to take a friend or whatever, but in the middle of the junk, she backed out or whatever. So turned back around.
For some reason, I just feel like
that was the one. That's the one in Gaithersburg
that you had to have a partner with, because if she backed out, you could have still went.
No, because I was with her.
Oh, different type of nights.
Right.
Yeah, I know. So what are some of the nights again?
She backed out on the drive going there. So what you saying? Well, you don't want to go here, get out on the side of the road. I'm still going. like I had to turn around.
And she got enough money to stay there for a night or two. You pick up on the round trip on the way back. Yeah. Stay in that Super 8 across the street. You see that yellow sign over there? Yeah, we can get one of these $67 rooms for the night.
Little people night.
Be back.
We ain't drive out here for nothing.
Or you just have to go to Walmart.
Little people night. Oh my God. Fucking a little person.
Give her a grocery list and then say, I'll be back.
Freaky brain.
Because women like to shop. Go in there, give her a grocery list. She be in there a couple of hours. You be back. Woo! I'm so glad you.
Tim's on the neck night. Tim's only. If you ain't got a pair of Tim's, go get some.
Stepping on your neck.
Because this night ain't for you coming in with Skechers. It's Tim night. Tonight is Thursday. It's Tim night.
$30.
Right.
You got
$30.
You gonna have to pay $50 for Skechers.
Yeah, for Skechers. You got anything but that on, and you got to put them in the shoe rack too. You can't wear them bitches around here. We don't. It's not that type of night. Welcome back, AQ.
Back. You'll never tell us you leaving. Tell us when you leaving. Then.
Yeah, say I'm about to go because I don't. It just seemed like you
we be talking
and just
to you sometimes.
Some medicine to administer real quick, and then you came back. I don't ever know when you actually left. I just see that you say you back. Freeze night would have been blue balls night. Yeah, the entice you night and send you home hurting.
You know, I was
That's
there
on
with the bar with the
Wednesdays.
bartender. She
We
be like,
do that on
"Take
Wednesdays, and
Red
we only
Bull over here
charge
to the
10
cup."
because we know you're not gonna,
I
we know
go
you're
and
not
look.
gonna.
I don't stick around. No, I'm
That's just
not.
to get you to buy some drinks at the little at the bar and shit. That's all that's about.
But I'm gonna go and look. But I don't like that locked door thing.
The drinks are free. The drinks are free.
Right. I said I'll be
The
handing
drinks
them
are
out.
free
The bartender be like, take it to that couple over there. And I'll be like, here you go.
I thought they would have used that night just to raise a little extra money or something, but I didn't know the drinks was free.
No, the millionaires. No, the millionaires.
Shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did they got it
no
just a
budget
museum
affair.
night, a red light special night where you just sit in a room and watch a bitch through the glass or watch?
Yeah,
Because when you don't interact, I don't know who going and not doing
Every
nothing.
night is a red night special night.
Who going and not doing nothing? That's boring.
A lot of
I don't
people
want to hear
go and
about that
watch.
shit.
That's why they call voyeurs.
Yeah. They getting home and getting one though or something. They ain't just.
Yeah, you get home and you get turned on. That's different. You be all nice and all kinds of moist. You like, oh, it's just like going to a strip club.
I thought it was for the bar, Josh, but it's not. They got money like that. They don't need it, but they still gonna charge 10 because they know it ain't. They don't want you to be turned off by the Wednesday night. So, I guess we're gonna be right at the door taking tickets. $10, please. Let me talk to you about my book real quick. My book will be over there by the condoms, by the way. It's right over there.
Yeah.
I take tickets and pass out the prophylactics. There you go. You get one and you get one. Have a great time. You go. I know you're gonna have a great time. You look at the big ones like, ooh, like number 14. They give them numbers. Packing, girl. He's packing. Take 2 condoms. He packing. I'll be enjoying myself just looking at.
Take a glass. No, you gotta really sell your shit. Give them a mug and shit. Anybody try to power up? Get some Mossy Moss.
Oh my goodness!
Read this book after though, because it's gonna take you home.
Passing out keychains and everything. Play with it, but don't play with it.
Get hydrated. She gonna be the water lady, not the water boy, but the water lady.
I thought you took me here to sell my merch.
Yeah, it's a pot. Think big.
It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
It's gonna sell. Don't worry about it. They're gonna get it. Yeah, don't worry.
These are millionaires. It's gonna sell.
Yeah, it's innovative. Think big. That's all you gotta do.
It's gonna sell.
Oh shit. I'm not going to a voyeur session. I'm not getting fired. Yeah. I like the moment. But they got the private rooms and shit like that too. So you ain't gotta do nothing in front of nobody.
Go with because that's what I'm
not.
I'm
and you're not forced. Like, you know what I mean? If you're ugly, or like if you're like
if you're ugly,
repulsive, if you're like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, unless she's like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's not
slow
guaranteed.
Slow down.
You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed. You can't just go in there and be like, well, I paid my money. I'm going to no. If none of them don't want you, then you're just going to sit in the middle room, listen to music, eating your eating your food, drinking your drink.
You got to be chosen.
Yeah.
But even the ugly people get a serve because of curiosity.
Is that a lady?
Right. No matter what you do, like
you ain't coming tonight.
I seen a guy so desperate. He was trying to talk to all the chicks and everything, and they you know, I mean, they turned him down. Then later on that night, I seen him go in a room with one of the trainees or whatever like that.
Oh man,
David, what happened?
Oh, not.
What do you mean what happened?
No, but not David. What happened? He got some boy butt.
I'm in there.
Yeah. he tried to be sneaky. He tried to be sneaky about it, but
nah, we all knew that was a man. That's why ain't nobody talk to him.
The boy
he knew it was. Yeah, he knew it was.
Bad.
Well, maybe he liked the man from the beginning. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, but why you just get with it in the beginning when everybody was watching, looking around?
No, the tranny wasn't nobody messing with the tranny, so
you ashamed.
That was. I mean, that was his last resort.
Oh man, ain't nobody that desperate. You was already down for some shit like that.
He had
the last result is your hand. What you talking about?
Right.
No, he probably wanted the tranny the whole night and just was seeing that all his boys.
No, your last result is your hand.
He's trying to hide.
Not no man.
That was his next to last. That was his next to last result.
Yeah,
that wasn't his,
that was already
his first choice. Let's come quit with it. Oh, ain't no
had
pussy.
to wait all
Let me
night.
take
You
this dick
took
over
it
here.
home.
Let me take it. Well, ain't no pussy. Come on, dick, you'll do. No, you already wanted the dick. If that's something, because it's not like, no, you wanted it.
Hey, if that's what you want, that's what you want.
That's what you want. You just didn't want everybody else seeing that that's what you want.
I mean, I wasn't knocking it like that. I was just all I was saying was.
I'm just saying.
Basically, what I'm saying is that
you know he was so desperate that he took the tranny into the room.
It's not guaranteed just because what I mean. You can't say, well, I signed the contract and I paid my money. I'm getting something in here. I mean, like I said,
ain't nobody that motherfucking press. I'm sorry.
No, the tranny is what he wanted all along. He was hoping. I hope nobody take my tranny. I hope nobody take. That's what he was waiting for.
Nobody fighting you to get to him, sir.
So get out the way. Then it came out that tranny got some good ass and hid.
Saying like team, and that was the last person picked.
If you're doing the glory hole, you don't know what you're getting in the glory hole.
Yeah.
So come on now, that he chose. It wasn't
they be trying to go for the mystery shit. You don't know what's gonna pop through.
Exactly. That tranny could have been on the other side of the glory hole. You don't know. And you could have went in David Green.
I've seen that.
Did you put your dick in the glory hole?
No,
you don't know who was jumping up and down on your dick.
Josh.
I never went to a glory hole jump. Remember, I said I was going to go to the one in Gaithersburg, but turned around. But
a she-male.
Read the question, Trey.
Would you ladies get fucked by a she-male?
No.
So that's a she-male. You mean a tranny, like a woman?
The girl that got a penis.
That's a sheep. That's a tranny.
Well, these some of these down little niggas be want to get fucked by she-males. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't imagine a woman wanting no man dressed as a woman still fucking pussy. I mean, I don't know. Didn't what's the name do it? The Kardashian, the Jenner dude, Kris Jenner. Didn't Chris? I mean, not Chris.
No, he turned to a woman.
Yeah, but was still claim he like women.
Yeah, he still like women and men. So I guess, but I don't know how that works.
Hey, do he like a man? Has he ever dated a man?
Sometimes he still dressed like a man. Sometimes
he never been with a man.
Who?
Well, they said he only changed to stay out of jail. So I'm like, Bruce Jenner, has he ever been with a man? Any man ever said that he's with Bruce?
You never seen him dating.
He's like cross dressing, I guess.
I think he just like dressing as one.
I never seen him with nobody.
No, I never seen him.
Ain't nobody ever came out. You know, they would have been came out with that story.
They was using him as as an example.
Okay.
I mean, not an example, but you know what I mean, as a
they got the coochie that can ruin a man. They got the coochie that can make a man turn into a woman. What kind of what was they using the example? What was the example? Oh, my pussy so good, have you on crack? Sorry, Dale Odom. So what? My pussy so good, it's gonna make you lose your job.
He's like the face of the movement or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
can't be.
Yeah, straight up.
He can't be. How he gonna be a face of a movement that existed before that nigga was even born? How you gonna be a face?
No, I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like made it like.
Hey, look, they voted him as woman of the year the first time
Yeah,
he
he's a
became
woman.
a woman.
He
And
was
y'all
woman
voted
To be a woman, to be a
the
woman of the
women
year.
voted for him.
He
The
won
women,
woman
Yeah,
of the year.
women are stupid.
He
That
won
yeah,
woman
that's
of
what I
the
was-
year.
that was bull. How you
Yeah.
any woman except for on your breast?
Yep.
exactly.
Still
Same deep voice, all that shit.
as a man.
Lanky, tall, lanky as a
He didn't.
motherfucker.
Caitlyn Jenner.
He didn't really want to. He didn't really want to do that. Where no, the thing was, you know, what I mean, he got it was that car accident where no, when he I think he killed
Murder somebody by accident, kill somebody, something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, he would have got charged with vehicular manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
He still should have got charged with manslaughter.
How
Yeah,
did
well,
turning into
well,
a
he
woman
can't. He
save
can't.
that though?
He can't now because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. As a man,
Why can't he?
as a man, because as a man, he's a murderer. But as Caitlyn, he has a clean record.
He's still a murderer.
Damn thing.
That they don't do that with a person with multiple personalities. They say you and all your
Because
personalities.
it's all internal, and then he
All
claiming
y'all
something. He
going
trying
to
to be
jail.
something external.
Nah, they did. It was a dude got locked up for murder. He said he don't identify as a man. They put him in the woman's jail. Henny had the surgery there. He started getting women pregnant in the jail. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Just because he said it, you know, that is just weird.
We
So
got a messed up system, a judiciary system, that penal system.
all the women said no,
every
Joe.
Yeah, all the women was like, "Fuck no, they ain't with that type of shit."
Oh Lord have mercy! This is eye opening. He got the woman of the year. Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Well, that's old news because he been got that. So
yeah, he won that shit.
I'm glad
that
I
was,
don't follow
that was
that.
a few years ago, wasn't it? Like 3 years ago, or something.
Well, just like the recent thing in Maryland, Miss Maryland, was that Miss Maryland? The Asian transgender lady won the lady beauty pageant thing. The Asian, I'm like, wow, was that Miss Maryland? Something recently, not too long ago, and I'm trying to figure out how you going to do that. How you going to infiltrate like that? And how do they let them? And they say, okay, yeah, that's but that's enough of that little freakiness. Now, if that was Caitlyn Jenner at one of the parties, David, would you do her? Would you? Would that be the last resort?
I think David lost signal. David not in here at the moment.
They call it David. You giving away all the secrets? All the I didn't even know he had clipped out.
Yeah.
All the secrets. Well, it's been 4 minutes.
Funny man out of there. What happened?
Yeah, somebody called him. They probably accepted one of them emails. I heard about that.
And they used all this data last night on LA show.
Yeah, that's what the fuck it was. Having shit slowing down like mine without Wi-Fi.
Look, when he saw Angela Wolf, he was up there. It was so good that he was froze.
Yeah, he was froze. Hey, I know that a lot of people, you know, say that if a man take you out on a date, you know, he that don't mean he deserve, you know, sex at the end of the night. But it's weird. I've been seeing a lot of women post lately about going on trips and turning down coochie. You know, like, why go on a vacation? You think that's fair to go take a free trip with a man to like Jamaica or somewhere for a week or two and choose not to sleep with that person? Like, I know it don't mean like he posted that, but like, what do you expect to be out with somebody in a whole nother country on a dime and not expect sex? That's just weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Weird too.
Okay.
Not unless it's at a swingers place where you just go on as the beard and when he can talk to many island women as he want to. See, you can't get mad if he's talking to island women or sex with somebody else. You can't, you know, if that's the kind of relationship. I don't know. I guess this relationship base is different strokes for different folks, and whatever you like.
You know, if y'all ain't dead, then you shouldn't go on the trip. You shouldn't take that free trip. No matter how bad you want to go to Jamaica and all that. Like, if y'all ain't, you and that dude ain't there, and you know he gonna want to take it, they definitely all out there for a week or two alone, you know, romance and drinking and all
that's
that.
torture.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up to me.
Oh. I don't know. Look, Phil got a girlfriend. I asked Phil how his trip went. He said that he taking her on the trip, even though she said just because you gave me them flowers don't mean you get no coochie. Who knows? Phil probably razzle dazzle that booty. Sometimes, a lot of times, we say
That's because whenever you do
just don't mean you
mixes, your
do it.
mixes be when we be doing the show. So I'm definitely not checking out your mixes while I'm on this show. You half the time you send the link, it's on the while we're live. You'll tune out and expect us to tune in, you know. So nah, that's why, Slicky. And it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning or 6 a.m. I be asleep.
And we'll
Yeah.
laugh when the spirit hit him.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll catch it when I can, but half the time I'm not because half the time I'm asleep. The hours you be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning, 1:45, 11:19 p.m. Like I be asleep with shit. You just be you better do some tagging and well no you do, but maybe that's why. I don't know. But you better do something about your marketing strategy to get it out there. I already said something about watching your stream a bunch of times on here. I ain't gonna say it no more. He said so-called friends.
Huh?
He said so-called friends not checking out his stream.
I see a
Well,
lot of
I
people.
already gave you my request. If you're not showing me you spinning records, I'm not gonna be looking up at your ceiling. Let me give you some LED lights streaming on my ceiling to make you watch it for an hour 45 and see how long you stay in there. I already told you what I want to see. Later.
On all the time. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't take nothing personal. Yeah, I make everything personal. Hey, when we got time, we'll tap in. But yeah, we'll be on it all the time. Y'all find time, tap into a show. Give them some requests in the comments. Tell them play some of that DJ Slat.
Is he on TikTok?
Hell nah. Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook,
I don't know how long he gonna be on that money. He might get suspended in a day or two.
He stays suspended on Facebook, so I
you know. He only on YouTube then right now. Yeah,
but he should be since he able to comment on Facebook. He should. I think his Facebook's unlocked right now. But it's just random. It's not scheduled times. Really, it's random time. So sometimes I'll be asleep or at work or I don't know.
Cause I'll be seeing DJ sessions on TikTok and they be having like mad views or whatever.
TikTok is spot for DJs. Everybody going there and listen to DJs play live on TikTok.
I'm talking
the money and all of that stuff.
I'm talking for hours.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 hours, like a party.
Yeah.
Like a party. And they're sending gifts and all of that stuff.
Yep. Sending money, gift, and everything.
It's not begging. I'm trying to tell you how you can be reached in places you should be leaning towards that are actually monetary. But you got to do more than what you're doing because I don't want to look at your ceiling. I want to look at you when I'm listening to music. I already said something about your platform a bunch of times. Y'all check out DJ Slicky Streams if you playing good music and all that. You gave me a lot of songs that I got on YouTube Music now. But I don't want to look at your ceiling when you're doing it. I want to look at you and watch. Just turn the camera down to you so I can see you mix them songs, and that'll keep me intrigued. But if I gotta look up at your ceiling, I don't want to do that. So, boom.
Okay. Did David tell them where you're going to be? You're the only one. I think they got an upcoming show.
I'm going to be 4th of July. Going to be at Mezzo's.
Mezzo.
Yeah, and come to Maryland. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna get you to come up this way or whatever. Yeah. Also, like stated, I think it was either yesterday or last night, can't remember, but I'm getting ready to have my own spot in Altoona, PA. I'm going to have you and different people come up. It's going to be on Friday nights from he said 9 to 11, but You know what I mean? It just depends. Could be 9 to 12 or something like that. But
Okay, sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. I'm down. I can't say I get around. I don't get around like I want to, but if I get around like I have to, I get around. Okay. Now that'll be closer to my dreams. That'll take one more thing checked off the list on my checklist.
you too, LA, and shout. And like I said, I'm trying to start something. They haven't had comedy since 9/11.
Wow.
So yeah, so
Shit.
yeah, I don't know.
2001. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's for y'all. We'll get down. Venus, what you got going on? Okay. Anything new? Anything? Anybody had anything new going on?
Maybe she's not right by her phone. She maybe went to the bathroom or something, or tend to the kids.
Any new projects? Trey, we got any new projects in the work?
No, the people that's already here already follow me on TikTok. That's the only thing I really promote. Still doing the same thing with growing my vegetables, but shit, nothing over here but gig work. I mean, I'm expanding on like the outdoor work and stuff that I'm doing. So like soon, in the near future, I'll be able to like advertise that to like my Maryland residents as far as yard work, flower beds, getting your grass cut, things like that can assist with outdoor work. So I'm expanding on what I'm doing in that regard with my downtime. But I don't do no shows and nothing. So I ain't gonna ever have nothing to really announce unless I got something, So not really.
Okay. Well, we got to work on that.
Why?
We got to putting together some shows that you can announce. To say,
no, I don't do shows. I'm not a comedian, so
not shows like that, but producing them and stuff, putting together. That's still, you may not be on the front with the mic, but when you putting them together and stuff, something big to announce.
No, that's not what I do. So that you wouldn't have me having shows. That's not what I do. I know. I see. Thank you for trying to be positive or whatever, but I don't do shows, so that's not happening. I don't do shows. Right. I leave that to y'all. I might be organizing the show or decorating a venue space, but I'm not doing shows. I don't do shows.
Okay. Well, Molly, play the music. Cue the music. See y'all on Monday for Wellness Wednesday.
Wake up with the sun and a steaming cup.
Already because I got to refresh my phone.
Monday Madness.
Started right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like
all right, peace out.
Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the
thank you, Phoenix, for coming by. David, Shay, and Molly.
There you go. Here now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Friday.
So is Mama retired? Is Mama retired?
No.
Nah, but that's the theme song for the show. It only makes sense.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Mac show.
Yep.
Y'all have a good weekend. Try to stay positive no matter what. Be safe out there. These YNs ain't playing definitely out here in this DMV area. The harder you get, the harder you actually get outside. Be careful.
Yeah, is Monday a new month?
Enough.
Okay, we got. I was going to say that. We come back. We got 3 more days. Oh, we got 5 more days.
2 more days. They were 30. And tomorrow the 31st.
Oh, okay, so it is. When we come back, June the 1st is Sunday, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because I was like, if I was saying it'd be a new month. June. Happy birthday to Alicia McFarland, but your birthday is on June the 1st. I'm prepared to get no money too this year.
Happy birthday. Safe trip. My little brother headed to Miami for his birthday.
Yep, happy birthday.
Dang.
Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The night track the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, choose to wake up. It's your hour, let your story unfold.
See,